Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Magnum United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. And as always with Manchester United, there's a lot to discuss. There's so much to talk about on the field, off the field. Doesn't matter if Manchester United are winning games. Doesn't matter if we're losing. Doesn't matter if we're drawing. There's always something to discuss, like I said, on and off the pitch. As you can see from the title, Marcus Rashford. Should Manchester United sell him, he'll be the main talking point and sums up what I just said in regards to we just won 4-2 through to the FA Cup 5th round. And that's the last thing anybody's talking about is the actual game itself. That sums it up. But please keep all your comments or your questions Manchester United related. Please make sure you do that. Run up the likes though, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live. Big up to you either way. Make sure you hit that like button on the video. If you don't have a YouTube account, get one, people. Please make sure you share this across all the socials as well. Please share this. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials as well. Retweet and like on the Twitter. Share from the Instagram, please. And also, on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. It is road to 10,000 subscribers here, people, at Sarcasm City TV as well. And not all the gang can make it, but some of the gang is in the building. We've got Ivorian Spice, very happy Ivorian Spice.
You're damn right, and you emphasize on the Ivorian, bro, because man's feeling hella Ivorian today. You know, last week I told you guys to just get rid of the name Ivorian, just call me Ice Spice, because that's how I felt last week. But you know what, Flawless? You know, after I saw the resurrection of Ivory Coast, you know, when we was down and out and down and under, you know, and I've seen two resurrections this week. Man United going down 2-2 and then coming back, and then seeing Ivory Coast, who we thought wasn't in the tournament at all. And then, but, you know, they gave us life. God breathed some air in our life, in our lungs, and said, you know what, you men have to go through, you know. You cannot do this, you know. Not in your own country where I gave you land. No way, I'm not having it, bro. But Ivory Coast has made me proud. So I'm hella Ivorian. So you better emphasize and put some respect when you call me Ivorian Spice, you know, because we beat the champions. We beat
That's
the
why
champions.
I said I know you was happy, and I was happy for you as well. Obviously, for those that don't know, Ivory Coast obviously through to the quarterfinals, right?
Yep.
Quarterfinals of AFCON. So yeah, they're gassed. Another person in the building as well. We got Dan Sillyman here as well. Yes.
Yo.
What you telling me? You good? Yeah, man. Can hear you.
Yeah,
man.
sorry, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm just gonna touch yard in like 3 minutes, so
yeah, cool. No stress, man.
If you need to kick me, I'll come back in it.
No, it's calm. It's calm. Mad. Yeah, nah. If it's
crossing the road, hopefully I don't die, blood.
Yeah. Please don't die, man. Please don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Paying too much. Yeah, need to pay attention out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, I'm blessed, man. Happy to be here again. Sarcasm City all day, every day. You get me? Big up Flawless. And big up Ivorian. I'm actually intrigued to hear your guys' thoughts on this Rashford stuff. Because I personally don't even know where. I don't even really have an opinion, to be honest, but I guess maybe I will start to have an opinion once I hear you guys talk about it. But yeah, it's interesting, man.
Yeah, I think it just sums up Manchester United. Like the whole saga, like the whole conversation. There's so much going on. I'm not even caught up. Like a TV show. You know, you might miss a couple episodes of a TV show, and you're like, right, I don't know what's going on type of thing. There's so much in regards to Marcus Rashford in this situation, and it seems there's new news all the time regarding it as well. So yeah,
longer than them Dragon Ball Z sagas, bro.
Dragon Ball Z saga, man. Feel like I'm on Planet Namek, man. I'm telling you right now.
Saga.
For real. Big up to my guy Eli. Says big up Flawless, my bro, and all the panelists in chat first and foremost. We will get to the question as well. Eli, big up to you. Hugo, good to see you as well. Who says, big up Flawless, real one. He says, come on, you gooners. Big up to you, Hugo, as well. Like, subscribe, and share. My Don Corey as well in the cut. Sell the guy. Big 6 man's Corey. Speaking of transfer targets, Corey's my number one transfer target. I need to get him on the channel. I'm after, you know what I'm saying? I'm after shout him, you know what I'm saying, offer him the big bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Rashford deal, man. So Corey, you've heard it here first. So I'm gonna chat to you because I need to get you on the channel on a regular basis.
Yeah, cool. Big up, can't be chilling with the Liverpool fans out here, bro.
Big up my Big Six Bands gang. Big up Monster, whole gang over there. Make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bands for that's a big channel, man. And that's my cousins over there, man. That's all family tree over there. So make sure you go subscribe as well. Big up my guy Shiki says big up. He says 100. Sell Rashford. Corey saying sell the guy. Big up Bajan Reds as well in the cut. Says big up Flawless, my Bajan brother. Hey, big up to you, man. I hope you're blessed, my done. Hope you're blessed. Sheik goes on to say this sums up Ten Hag as well. Corey says, bro, you need to help me. I'm legit on my ones. I got you, Corey, man. I told you we gonna talk, and I'm gonna get you over here on a permanent basis. I know your schedule's stacked. You know what I'm saying? I know you're one of the high-profile players, but I need to get you over here on a regular basis, even if it's fortnightly. I'm gonna chat to you, Corey. We'll pattern something. 100%, fam. 100%. But yeah, like Dan said, I don't know where to start in regards to Marcus Rashford. So where do we start? He was out on a night out. What was it like? Some reports are saying one night. Some reports are saying 2 nights. Some are saying it was a day before the game. Some were saying it was 2 nights before the game. Then he called in sick. People were saying he was hungover. I just seen a tweet. The girl he was with saying she's telling all. I didn't read the full article, but she's telling all, talking about it was on a 12-hour bender, all this type of stuff. It's all a mess. But basically, Rashford shouldn't have been out, in my opinion. That's all it is. But Ivorian, your thoughts on it? You can start wherever in regards to this story.
Do you know what? One thing I can say, Rashford did something that most people would do at a workplace that you don't like, and you call in sick when you've gone out and said, no, fuck it. I'm calling in sick, bro. I'm calling in sick. But yeah, in regards to the story, when I first heard of it and it broke out, I was thinking, like, you know what? What's wrong? Like, Rashford just went out, you know? And when it was first reported, it was saying it was Wednesday. And Wednesday night, you know, not close to Thursday, where it was close to training day on a Friday when the guys met off on Friday, because Wednesday they had the day off and Rashford went to do work for work. You know, he was outsourced by his workplace to go and represent Manchester United, you know, in a professional manner, in a professional field, not go and have social events after that, you know, and just embarrass us on the field. And one thing I have to say, guys, is it's not the first time I've seen Rashford misbehave, you know. I've seen him misbehaving quite a few times, especially this season, last season as well. And especially when he started hanging around with that Jesse Lingard guy. You saw the videos when they went on holiday and man was saying, like, what did you do in the sheets and all that kind of stuff. Then started getting tatted up.
Wait,
they were on holiday in the States. They were on holiday in the States. There was a video where I think Marcus Rashford pulled a ting and he did his ting, and Jesse Lingard was baiting him up. He baited him up like, oh, you was busy last night and all that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, man's having tats, earrings, chains, and everything. Like, so Marcus Rashford, when he first started, was a good boy. He was a good youth at the age of 18 and 19, but
good way.
The crowd that he was with, you know, the Paul Pogbas and the Jesse Lingards, the hype men and etc. I don't know. They just destroyed his mentality.
I'm trying to say bad influence.
You could say bad influence, but at the same time, you're in charge of your own influence. You know,
exactly.
you're a grown man. You're a human being, and if someone tells you to jump and you're asking how high, you're stupid. That's what it is. You know, because you've asked that. But back to the story regarding Marcus Rashford with that situation, and if it happens to be true that he happened to go out a night before work, you know, and this isn't just a normal job. This is a professional sport athlete where you're contracted to come here in the morning and actually train, you know. And I can understand if he was sick, but boy, we all know he wasn't sick. Like, from what we saw and the videos that came out as well, and even the security guard telling the guy, you can get him in trouble for this, you know. Here's what it is, man. You decided to go out, you defied the rules. We know our manager is very strict, and let's be honest, Rashford, our manager has allowed you on a couple of occasions compared to the other predecessors, such as Sancho's treatment, such as Ronaldo being exiled, and probably another couple of players that were treated badly. You've been, you know, treated better than everyone else, but you continue to do the same thing, not turning up to work, calling in sick, you know, not performing as well for a whole season. But yet you'll probably tell us that you've been performing well and do all this like talking too much and all that stuff when you score one goal in the last 3 or 4 months. It just shows me where his head is at, man. But yes, in my very own opinion, in terms of what's going on right now with Manchester United and how they're treating Marcus Rashford will be lucky if he ever plays again for Manchester United, even though he probably will.
And
Yeah,
we
even though
will
he
do,
probably
because
will.
this was obviously yesterday.
Yeah.
This was yesterday. So
Mhm.
this was a Manchester United statement on Marcus Rashford, not the full statement, but this is from Fabrizio Romano. Marcus has taken responsibility for his actions. This has been dealt with as an internal disciplinary matter, which is now closed. Rashford back to training and available for selection. So he will be available on Thursday for the game, which obviously with this has been dealt with as an internal disciplinary matter, shows that he did something wrong. The club has stated he also apologized in regards to it as well, and that's why he is back in contention. Dan, what's your thoughts on it? I just shook his head,
Firstly, we're not surprised because it's the circus of Man United continues, bruv. Like, it's not just a one night thing. It's just a whole, like you're saying, saga, bruv, that never ends. So it's like, where do I even start, bruv? I don't even know, fam. Like, I think because it is Man United, the microscope's always going to be on us, innit, heavily. So there's always going to be statements. There's always going to be an extra sort of like added, I don't know if you want to say exaggeration on things. Is it an exaggeration? I don't know. Is it something that needs to be really like focused on so much? Like, are we not going to act like players haven't been out before partying and that? But the difference is, it's not all roses at Man United at the moment. Rashford isn't performing. Rashford isn't doing shit right now. So therefore, like I said, the microscope is going to be on you even more. So to be at partying and that, you're not doing yourself any favors. And you're going to be, and I was thinking about this earlier, actually. It's like in life, yeah, certain things are just not fair, innit? It is what it is. Like the same rules don't apply for everyone. Like, and I think if Rashford was on fire right now and Man United was on fire, then we wouldn't even be like too fast, like, to be honest. Like we saw back in the days with certain man, George Best and them, man, they would go on mad benders and that, bruv, and then come back and smash it up, like, so no one can really chat to it either way. And it's like, I get it, you have to be professional in life and you got a job, and like what Ivorian said, you're a football player, you're on big wages, bruv. So the bare minimum is to just stay, be professional and do what you need to do. You're getting big money. But at the same time, if you're someone who is very sick at your job, like you've got sort of credit in the bank, if you like you can afford, like, people ain't going to be having meltdowns over things like this if you was actually doing what you should be doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Unfortunately, it hasn't been that way. So understandably, there's going to be scrutiny there. Whether you agree or you don't, like, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you made a valid point in regards to if his form was on fire and Manchester United are playing well. This ain't a new story, but that's just legit. But that's just legit what it is in regards to it. And to Bernard, who says you lot are crying about the money wasted on Anthony. Do you know how much? Do you know how much was spent on Rashford since the beginning? Your owner has no respect for the badge. Here the thing is, who here has defended Rashford?
Nobody.
Like, you man really got to be paying attention to what's being said before commenting. Who here has defended Rashford? Yeah. I've said verbatim for months now. Sell everybody.
100%.
Everybody. Everything that is not nailed down, sell. Everybody should go. I've stated this in all departments, from ownership all the way down to, I want the cleaners gone. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? From the lowest paid people to the highest paid people, everybody who's been here for any significant amount of time, I want gone. We got Leon in the building as well. Just wanted to address that quickly. Yes, what you say, Leon, man? You good?
I'm here, man. I'm good. How are you, man?
Well, blessed, man. Good to see you.
I'm already ready. I'm fired up, man. Do you know what
fired
I mean?
up, yeah.
All right, then. Yo, the floor, the microphone is yours. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Interesting. Obviously, carrying on from last week. I know Danny felt a type of way. I've seen him in the comments on other streams and that, so I knew he was a bit.
What are you trying to correlate? Sancho.
Let's see. When it gets a bit hot in the sauna, you just
apparently I got cooked. I'm just trying to figure out how and where and when. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm confused.
Man said he's not going to have opinion on the Rashford thing, yeah, but he had hell of opinions on the Sancho thing.
What?
So
wait, hold on. What? Man. Who said he's not going to? Who? What? Say again.
You said I haven't really got an opinion at the start of the stream. Don't think.
Yeah, and then did you hear what I said after that, blood? Did you hear what I said after that? I said I might do once you man start talking. So you didn't catch that, did you?
Yeah, but it's funny how you put
context.
It's funny how you put that as a disclaimer, but you had hell of opinions on the Sancho thing. So let's keep it consistent. Don't be Ten Hag out here. Don't be Ten Hag out here. Don't do it.
This guy, bro, he's trying it.
Don't do it. Yeah. So
don't go into it. Don't try it, blood.
Where's the energy, man? Where's the energy for Rashford, who's getting some fine or something? And do you know what I mean? Who's the favourite? And then obviously my guy Sancho is
my guy.
It's his guy. It's Cold D, blood. When Cody, you know,
I am saying though, Leon, you are right in regards to if this was Sancho, the response not from Dan, but I'm saying in general would be much different.
Exactly. Like here's the thing, yeah. Mum was getting pelters for playing fucking COD and that or whatever and FIFA late, yeah. And then Rashford's out. Do you know what I'm saying? In club, I'm not saying he's getting smashed or whatever. I don't know what they were doing in that man.
No, Leon, you know what it is? I think it gets blurred sometimes. It's not that
Oh, here we go.
A lot of it is opinion based. Like at the end of the day, we don't know exactly what goes on behind the scenes. Like Rashford and Sancho might have done like madnesses, but 10 different madnesses, and this just could be that sort of the last straw type thing. Who knows? But a lot of stuff gets crossed between opinion and what is actually fact and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'm just saying personally for me, I've seen little things with Sancho that just don't sit right with me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like whether it's right or wrong, or I don't know what the actual truth is. I'm just saying that an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It was coming across pretty factual last week. It was coming across pretty novel.
It's never a fact. So at the end of the day, we're all fans that have an opinion. It's not, nothing is ever 100% set in stone, is it? Like I said, we're looking from the outside. We're not in the fucking changing room. We're not with Ten Hag. Like we don't see the ins and outs in it. So we can only just certain things are just assumptions.
Danny, I didn't think you had an opinion. I'm not going to really have an opinion on the Rashford thing, and then now you.
I have an opinion, but I just don't know. My opinion could change. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is.
Where's that flip-flop? Let me go back and get that flip-flop again.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's what this is about.
Move these two to the bottom, yeah. Move Ivorian down, yeah. Because
I stay.
Together.
Now I know how Troops Feels a back again podcast with me and Sam going at it. Carry on, man. No. I'm saying.
Ten Hag has changed these things now, innit? Because he's handling this situation different from the Sancho thing. So is that because he's learned from that, or is he just being inconsistent, or what is that?
Is it different?
Whether he's learned from it or not, because even though he's dealt, like the crazy part is the way he's dealt with the Rashford situation, in my opinion, is correct. But because he dealt with the Sancho situation so wrong, you've left the conversation open to go, why did you not just deal with the Sancho situation?
Exactly.
What that was said in that statement was, it's a disciplinary matter. We'll deal with it internally. That's how all issues should be handled at the club. Whether you rate a player, whether it's the highest paid player who was 90 million, or whether it's a youth player who's just come through. So it doesn't matter if it's a Marcus Rashford, doesn't matter if it's a Forsen we just seen, doesn't matter if it's a Casemiro, don't matter, a Bayern Deer. Every situation to me should be dealt with internally, and that's where I criticize Ten Hag with the Sancho situation. So now he's dealt with the Rashford situation correctly. Everyone's looked at it and gone, right, if you would have just, I can't say everyone, I've just looked at it and gone, why did you not just deal with the Sancho situation in the exact same manner? And we don't have the conversation. Whether you rate the player or you don't, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking solely is anything can be dealt with internally. Once things become public, and this is not just in football, I think in life, you know what I'm saying? If you and your brethren have a dispute, or you and your gal have a dispute, and that's between you two, I think it's much more easier to solve. But once it goes public and it ends up on socials, and then everyone's got a fucking opinion on it, that's where the issues then lie. So
yeah, it's like when Thingy beefed. It's like when Lil Wayne beefed Birdman, innit? And then 50 Cent was like, leave that alone, bro, because they're going to eventually sort it. So everyone who's got an opinion right now is going to be pissed when they make up.
Yo, them man kissed on the lips twice. They will sort it out. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, for real.
Yo.
Even, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? The pictures are out there. Man said, he said, that's my son. Did baby not say, yo, Wayne, that's my son? You said that about him before. That's his baby, like for real. Like, that's how we look at him, type shit. So it's kind of like, yo, stay out of it. I leave that alone.
I still haven't heard Leon's opinion on this, you know, since this skin on light skin crime's been happening, and they're just going at each other. They forgot about the question.
Let me get to the super chat, Leon. And then go, one second. Let me just get to the super chat quick. Hey, legendary villain, big up for the super chat. Jago, good to see you in the chat as well. Can you lot explain what Rashford has done for this club to be protected this much? Honestly, this will determine to me people's football knowledge. What I would say is it ties back into the Sancho situation. Clubs should protect the player publicly. If me and you are family, and I do some fucked up shit, Leon, Dan, and Ivorian should not be out there clowning me and making it worse. Now, they can tell me privately that I messed up, but if we're all cool and we're all peoples, they should not be out there publicly. So the club should protect said player. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion. You should never, the club hanging Rashford out to dry or Sancho out to dry or any other footballer at the club is detrimental to everything. It's detrimental to the club. It's detrimental to the club. It's detrimental to the players. It's detrimental to the player. It's detrimental to the teammates. Detrimental to the manager. That does not help. Deal with it internally. Now, privately, say whatever, but we shouldn't hear about it. So in regards to protection, they've done the correct thing. The problem is they haven't done this for Sancho. They haven't done this for other players is the problem. That's where it is. Like Dan mentioned it, the inconsistencies. That's just my thoughts on it. But I'll let you man respond as well.
That's what's annoying. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, I think obviously I get it. Do you know what I mean? Like Ivorian and Danny have come on in high spirits this week. Ivorian, AFCON's been a vibe. I get it. Do you know what I mean? Like in that, yeah. And Danny, obviously you've had your birthday and that, and Anthony scored in the week, so you've been dancing around your front room.
Jeez, my God.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's been a really...
You probably like,
I don't know when you even got this thought in your head that I don't understand.
So you man, obviously you man backing Anthony. Big up, man. He scored.
That celebration, he's shameless, bro. He's a dickhead.
Hey, I'll defend. You know why I'll defend him for the celebration? Man's not scored in 30 games. I get it.
Enjoy it.
That's exactly why you shouldn't do the celebration, bro. You shameless guy, bro.
Hey, Dan, if I told you right now and said Anthony won't score from now to the end of the season, we'd all be like, yeah, that could happen. He knows this is his only time, man. This is
it makes it worse, man.
Fair enough. This guy hasn't celebrated for like a year.
Like
he has to.
I've got a new
he don't deserve, man.
I've got a new. He's Albanian Anthony for all I'm concerned, isn't it? Because that's his form right now. Do you know what I mean? So that's all he is right now, Albo. But yeah, no, on the Rashford thing, it's not great. Obviously, because his form's been poor as well. I think Rance was right. I think he's checked out a long time ago. I just don't think he's bothered. I think you can't underestimate the power of the mandem that talk in the way that if you alienate certain players or if you talk to certain players a certain way, because obviously Danny's right. We don't know the facts of all this. This is like what we kind of feel and kind of what we dissect from the information that gets to us. But at the same time, I feel like with Ten Hag, he's kind of that authoritarian, and you can't be that authoritarian too much when you're not getting results because the respect doesn't come. If your manager's rubbish at work and they try and talk to you a type of way, and you know that, like, basically, let's just say you're working at like a co-op or something, and your manager talks to you and you're like, yeah, I know my job, you're not even doing yours. I don't respect you. Don't talk to me. Do you know what I mean? So I think at the end of the day, he's checked out. I think the group chats, I would not be surprised if the group chats all them man are chatting like him, Sancho, Martial, trying to think who else would be in that group chat. Elanga. That man are probably all just chatting in the group chat like, yo, this guy's an idiot, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? This guy's an idiot. So hopefully we can fizzle out. And obviously for Rashford, I don't wish him any ill will, but I think for me personally, with the way the direction the club needs to go, it's time to cash in now, innit? So in the summer, that's a big, big asset that you can cash in on. I'm sure PSG will take him or somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he'll do all right there with more space, more time, and less quality players who he's playing against week to week. And yeah, man, I think we'll let it play out. But I'm not big on the whole like he was doing this, he was pissed, he shouldn't be doing that. Rare. I just think take all of that to one side from his body language and how he's been playing and to what he's doing now. I just don't think he's bothered. And to be honest with you, it just makes me think the manager's even worse at managing players, isn't it? I just feel like he's demotivated everybody. So that's where I'm at.
Now, we've definitely seen enough of him to assume that he's a shit man manager and he don't know how to communicate and deal with these players, bro. And even when you look at the likes of Diallo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? That's really annoying me, bro. Like, that's really getting on my nerves. Why are you not giving this Why are you not giving this guy a chance, bro? He done well last season on loan, fam. He come back. So now give him opportunities. Like, why else? What is the point? So this is what I'm saying. It's just weird, man. Weird decisions from this guy, man. He's a very weird guy, bro. Like he's a weirdo, man. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Oh, you guys.
What are you saying, Ivorian, on this? What are you saying
on this Rashford situation again? Back then, and like I said, what Leon was saying. Yeah, he may have checked out with the manager, but in my opinion, I checked out on Marcus Rashford a long time ago when I realized after seeing him for 9 years, that he's still the same player that I saw when he first made his debut at the age of 19 or 18. In terms of his IQ level, still hasn't developed. So yeah, he can check out as much as he wants, but at the end of the day, he hasn't performed for the whole season. And he may have performed last season, but the season before that, he never performed. And it was consecutive, inconsistent performances. So check out as much as you like, but that just tells me your mentality as a football player, you know. That you can check out because of a manager. Listen, mate, you're not here at Manchester United because of the manager. You're here because Manchester United saw you, gave you the opportunity. They didn't give you the opportunity because of Ten Hag. No, they gave you the opportunity because you had that talent, and they gave you all this money because they believed in you, yeah? So at the end of the day, you have to show that club some kind of respect. If you claim to be a Manchester United born and bred supporter who's living the dream of Flawless, living the dream of Leon, living the dream of course, Danny, that of playing for your boyhood club, yeah, you need to show me that. You need to you need to be the one that galvanizes the players and say, yo, guys, we can't be like this week in, week out. You know, this is my club. This is my football club. I'm from this ends. This is my club, Manchester. I'm born here, bro. You can't embarrass me here. We need to galvanize each other, motivate each other, because I won't be having this. But with Marcus Rashford, I said it time and time again. I'm done with him because for the greatness for Manchester United to be better than what they are and to evolve, certain players need to go because they hold us back. And Marcus Rashford is one of those players that hold us back. Whether you have an attitude now, you're a joke, man, because you're not good enough to have this type of attitude. You've never been consistent enough to start showing disrespect. Listen, he can show disrespect to the club, but at the end of the day, he showed disrespect to the Manchester United, the football club, the fans as well, for pulling a sickie when you're not sick, and being disciplined. This does not look good on Marcus Rashford at all. And yeah, you can do this because maybe you're interested in the move away, which is time, because of course, we heard that his brother came as well with him, and I've never seen an agent.
This ain't going to help you angle a move, is it?
It would help angle a move up, because if he continues to behave like this, then the club has to make a decision. And any else at the moment, they're about performances and etc. And they're not going to.
Yeah, but then other clubs are going to look at it and be like, "We don't want a guy like this."
Good. Well, listen, he can go. PSG are very interested in him. They've been talking to him last season, maybe the season before, looking for a replacement for Mbappe. I would happily sell him.
I was going to say, so let's say PSG or another club come in with
yes, the answer is
60 million. You might selling him.
Selling him,
yeah. I'm guessing Leon this as well. But ask Leon when he's back. I'm with it too. Don't get mistaken.
I already do.
Sell him.
Yeah, like you already
know.
Bro,
it's part of what I said like the other day, man. Like it ties in with it, man. Like at the end of the day, like these men are entitled, bruv. Like these men ain't proven, they ain't done nothing in life, bruv. Yet they're on 370 bags or whatever it is, some madness. And now they have no hunger, no desire, no nothing. They think they can just get away with everything now. Yeah, let me go out on a little bender. It's nothing. It's calm. I'm on some big dough anyway. Like bun all these people. Like they don't even care, bro. And this what I'm saying when it comes to mentality. Like it all ties in and that. And just like what Ivorian said, man. Like these men don't even deserve like to be where they are, bro. The fans, like we've made like fans are part of the problem, bro. Like they've gassed up Rashford so much. Like hype this guy up. He's always been average at best, bro. I can't even lie, bro. He's never been that guy. Personally, for me, like he's never been that guy. So for him to be on this big money, for him to be doing the pointing thing, doing all this, telling people to shut up and that, like, bro, who are you, bro?
And
you ain't shit, bro.
Do you know the reason why I'm comfortable in saying sell him? You know, I said before, players come and go, but fans stay forever. But regarding Marcus Rashford, have you guys ever heard of a Marcus Rashford chant chanted by the Manchester United fans since he's been here for 9 years? You don't know one, innit? We've never heard one, innit? Have you heard of a Marcus Rashford chant? What? Ollie at the wheel.
No, not a chant solo, but he's been involved. His name's in a chant.
Ollie at the wheel. We got Marcus Rashford. Where's his single chant that everyone else
has? Have a single, man. He's
that tells me he's not a fan's favorite, so the fans can accept the fact that he needs to go. That just shows me a lot about Marcus. 9 years and you're Manchester United born and bred, and you don't have a solo chant. No one's singing. You know how McTominay, that deadbeat baller, has a chant, and everyone says it's fire. He's a deadbeat baller.
His chant's fire. Don't get me mistaken.
Yeah, get me. Why doesn't Marcus Rashford have a chant?
Flawless love the chant.
Oh yeah, the chant is fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to the Chelsea game afterwards, I was singing that just because.
Yeah, exactly. You
like,
sing
they bodied that.
We ain't got no Marcus Rashford chant. Flawless. Do we? Do we have a Rashford chant?
Nah,
no, a single solo. No, not even one of our own. Marcus Rashford. He's one of our own. None of that. That tells me what I need to know about him. We can sell him, bro. Like I said before, guys, as I said earlier on, players come and go, but fans stay forever. Fans are forever.
That's fair. I hear what you're saying. Sheik says, big up to my guy Sheik. You lot make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Says, question for Dan. Do you think players get specific treatment? Because that's my issue here as well. It's an internal matter now all of a sudden. So clearly he doesn't rate Sancho for reasons other than football.
Clearly, I don't know if it's clearly, but who knows, bro? Like, who knows what's been going on behind the scenes? I mean, but to be honest, when you look at it from my point of view, he hasn't been performing. He's never really. He had the little fluke thing last season, yeah, and that's it. Throughout his whole career, what else has he done to warrant having this sort of attitude and stuff in general? Like, he ain't done shit. But what was the first part of the question? Do you think players?
Everyone gets treated.
Yeah, I think everyone gets. Like I said earlier, life's not fair, bro. Like sometimes. It is what it is. The same rules might not necessarily apply to everyone. Whether it should or it shouldn't is another question. But the reality is, when you got certain man, like Ferguson used to treat certain man differently. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he used to treat them accordingly to get the best out of them. So, you know, certain man, Cantona and all the man, like he wouldn't treat them the same as others. And there's a reason for that. And not only that, let's be real, man. If you are talented and you've got skills, bro, and you're that guy, then, like I said earlier, you're going to get a blight with a lot of things. As long as you come and you turn up in game time, if you bag a hat-trick and you make bare assists and you're big impact on the game, then what can anyone say to you? It don't matter, bro. Facts speak for themselves. Like the number, like it is what it is. Like if you turn up and you smash it up, no one can chat to you. But that's where it's risky, like, because you have to make sure you turn up, and that's all it is. But if you don't, then you gotta deal with the consequences, man. And they're saying Rashford's come out and it's done and dusted already. So yeah, he's probably apologized. Like he's just been
they're saying he's apologized and he's obviously back for selection. We don't know how he was disciplined, but he said he was disciplined, which is fair enough. Taiju says Rashford has a chant. What's the chant? Hey.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I was about to say, what's the chant? I've been here for 9 years watching this guy play, and I've never heard one chant. One chant. Unless Leon want to tell me.
Oh, Danny, what's the Anthony chant?
Fucking shit.
No way he's actually got a chant. No way has he got a chant.
Nah, he ain't got no chant.
I don't even know.
Danny knows it, man. Danny's been singing it all week.
To PS who says, but Rashford is just asked why are they treating him differently to others just because he's a purple patch season every other season. It's not worth at all. That's on the club. We watch this club make mistakes. And like I said, they're dealing with the situation, in my opinion, correct. How they've dealt with the Rashford situation makes sense. It's just that they haven't done this before for others.
Well, the thing is, it can't. Yeah,
everyone should be.
It's just all over the place, man.
I don't think we can say that yet because we don't know. We haven't seen the full outcome. If he just gets fined, I don't think that's. You've got to put more discipline in them fined. You know what I mean?
Nah, but they don't have to reveal. To me, they don't have to reveal how he was disciplined. Me deal with that privately, like they said. I like the statement.
I'm torn between whether he should get dropped for games or not. I think he should get dropped as well.
But for me, I agree with that. I don't think he should go back into the squad.
Yeah.
Technically got dropped.
To be fair, Flawless, you're right. Everything else is private apart from that side where you should see that, right, he's not on there. Because he did that last time. He was late and you didn't start him, and then he came on.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, what I've been saying is the only way we're going to get the best out of Rashford this year is if he's coming off the bench. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then he can earn the right to start from there. But then if he starts and then his form drops off again, he's not doing anything, then you go back on the bench. But because the manager's not done that, it's just madness. Do you know what I mean? It's like being in a class and then you get picked on for talking all the time or something like that, yeah. But then the guy at the front's always talking and never gets told off. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm the first one to say, like, that's why I wouldn't get on with 10 on.
Is the guy at the front getting A stars and you're getting D's? There's a difference.
No,
There'll
but
be a
it's not the
difference,
point.
you know.
I don't care. I don't care. You know, workplace Ivorian. Me and Paulus both agree on this because he spoke about his experience. I spoke about mine. Yeah, you can't call me out in front of everybody and try and shame me in front of everyone. I am not having it. My personality, no. Do you know what I mean? I've had it where somebody's tried to do it to me in an office full of like 30 people, yeah, and that should have just been a private conversation. But the fact that you tried to draw me out in front of everybody, yeah, don't complain when you get the energy back in it. Do you know what I mean? And then they've just asked everyone to leave the room. And they'd be like,
serious. Then it's like you
on
need to
me
chill.
as if to be like, what was the word in?
They forget that.
Why are
they
you being
forget the
so
tie and
aggressive
shirt comes
with
off.
everyone?
Yeah, they forget the tie and shirt comes off. You know what I'm
Gaslight.
saying? They forget that. Yeah, they forget that. I've told them that. This tie and shirt comes off, you know. Just remember that.
I like that.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. Yeah,
Shit.
don't get mistaken. Fuck your title. You know what I'm saying? I've said this. Don't do that, man. Because I'll embarrass you, especially verbally. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not even
fucking embarrassed.
But also flawless,
No,
yeah. Because I knew it was an
Go on.
ego boost thing in front of everyone. It was like put my chest out and do it. I was like, nah, man, not having it. Do you know what I mean? So, but going back to the Rashford thing, yeah, I think that it's the similar pattern with Ten Hag in everything that he's doing, whether it's player management, whether it's in-game management, whether it's formations, whether it's selections, whether it's coaching or whatever. There's no consistency anywhere in what this guy's doing. There's like literally no consistency. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I just feel like the new ownership have already decided he's not going to be in. They're not. Is it ratified or whatever until next month? And I don't think they're going to do anything.
Oh yeah, they ain't here till like actually
anyway,
officially February or something like that. But yeah, something like that along those lines.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, we'll probably get like a 1 or 2 loan this summer, but it will be like a low risk loan. It will probably be like someone for 150k a week for 6 months. It'll probably be like a Choupo-Moting and maybe like, I don't know, it might just be that. And the side really wants to Choupo-Moting, by the way.
This guy with bants, he doesn't want Choupo-Moting. This guy with the jokes. Say he does not want Choupo-Moting. This guy.
And then I've been running with that for a bit still. And then I think from there, I think what you're going to see basically is you're going to see like, I know we're going a bit off time, but I think you're going to see like a couple of like rubbish loans. The wage bill come right down, and this is basically setting up for a reset over the next 2 years. Do you know what I mean? I think in the summer, it's all about whether we can get them 4 key man out. If you can get Rashford, Bruno, McTominay, and Maguire out, honestly, people, just 4 players out, 4 in, and maybe like a couple of like potential well-scouted players that are a bit cheaper, you will see a completely different squad next season with a new manager. Like you'll see different football. Do you know what I mean? Am I saying that we will then all of a sudden challenge for the league and stuff? No, but I just want to enjoy football. Right, let's start with just enjoying football, and then we can go talk. I don't enjoy it no more, you know.
But you made a valid point when you spoke about like him being disciplined and how he was late last year and he was dropped. If we would have dealt with Rashford even before all this, if we would have dealt with Rashford accordingly, when I say that, I'm talking about just his footballing form and drop him, he wouldn't be in this mess. He shouldn't be playing anyway. Let's say this had not happened. He should not be starting anyway. How long has he been performing? He's not the only one, but we're talking about him specifically. How long has he been underperforming to the point where it's like, right, you should get dropped? And now you've got this. Like, if he wasn't playing and this happens, yeah, it's bad, but it's not as much of a talking point. But we didn't deal with it initially from a footballing side. Now it's off the field. A lot of conversations going on to that in regards to rumors about what's going on with him. Clearly, something's not right. What that is, I don't know. And this is just me, again, from the outside looking in. I'm not in the know people. I'm not saying I have people, you know what I'm saying, on the inside who know what's going on. No. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, it looks like something isn't right. People have mentioned, obviously, him breaking up with his gal, etc. People are saying it's other things. You lot, vast majority of you lot are on socials. You see all the rumors flying around. Something's not right. Now, this is why I said he needs to be taken out of the fire.
And here's the thing, yeah. People have to understand it's long. Everything is longer than, because United fans are super reactive on like, oh yeah, it's been rubbish for the last 3 games. Guys, a lot of this stuff has been going on a lot longer than what you think. Like, for example, Rashford's form has been poor for about 2 to 3 years. Like, people go, oh, he scored 30 goals last year. Big purple patch. Big boy purple patch. Look at performances rather than goals. It's been off for a long, long time. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with, like, you breed a bad mentality within the squad and what you're trying to... It's almost... what's that word? It's almost hypocritical what Ten Hag's doing at times, isn't it? Because it's like you spoke about standards so much, yeah, but you set no standards in the way that you select players. Like, you literally promote mediocrity. like this guy doesn't do the basics, but I'll just continue to play him. So it's like, number one, the other players that aren't getting played, even like your Donnies, even like Sanch, even like Hannibal that got moved on, just certain players, yeah, they just look at it and they're like, whatever I do right now, Martial included as well, whatever I do right now, I ain't going to get a chance even if I'm fit. Do you know what I mean? And then I think when you did the Rashford thing, it's like you're removing all hunger from the squad. There's no hunger here anymore. Everybody's belly's full. Big wages and low performances. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a workplace right now, yeah, they do that Maslow hierarchy thing. Have you seen it? Where it's like it's like a cross chart that basically goes high performance, high maintenance, low performance, high maintenance, low maintenance, high performance where you want to be, and low basically. And you don't want to be in the low performance, high maintenance because that's where you're going to get sacked. Do you know what I'm saying? Where if you've got Rashford is a high performance, sorry. Rashford potentially should have been in the high performance, high maintenance where you've got to maintain him. But if you know how to coach him and look after him, you get 20, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 goals out of him a season. Forget the 30s. He's never going to do it every season. But like right now, the squad, that low performance, high maintenance thing right there, or low performance, low maintenance, that's where most of the squad are right now. And the problem what the manager made is, I'll just end on this point, is like, there's no hunger. There's no like, F Garnacho. There's no Rashford sat on the bench thinking, F Garnacho, I'm taking that spot. So when I come on, I'm going to slap 2 goals in. I'm going to show you what I'm all about. Do you know what I mean? There's none of that in the whole squad. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, it's so bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're literally pulling on the low performers for the low performance. Like, you're literally going, McTominay, get yourself on, kid. Do you know what I mean? Give us a 4 out of 10. So
maybe the manager values the just simply the hard yards and the work ethic from certain man.
You know what the crazy part is?
Solely that. Like,
but Dan, you know what the crazy part is about that? What? This man who got Old Trafford week in, week out, Rashford's not even a hard worker.
Yeah, but all of them are low performance, guys. They're all low performance, regardless.
They're all low performance, but Dan mentioned the hard yards, but it's kind of like
who you want. You know who you want, guys. Sorry to get. Do you know who you want? Kobe Mainoo is your low maintenance, high performance. That's the perfect kind of mold of player right there.
Right, and that's why I don't hear the excuse about the environment. This is why I don't hear the excuse about poor players around you, because we've watched Mainoo go into the side and still perform to a competent level, do the basics. It's not, and he's not played 10 out of 10 in any of the games. He's not played 9 out of 10, but we've all seen him do the basics to the point where, like, all right, cool. And he's in the worst possible predicament. We've seen him play in the midfield with McTominay and Bruno, 2 of the worst players to play with in regards to being in the midfield and being a functioning unit. And we've watched Mainoo. Johnny Evans, I say it all the time, consistent. Man is 6 and 7. Man is 6 and 7 out of 10. There's never one game we played this season, and I've been like, yo, Johnny Evans was terrible.
Yeah, that's so true, you know. That's true.
So how come Johnny Evans can do it and Kobe Mainoo can do it, but others can't do it? And they're 2 completely different ends of the spectrum. One's a senior player coming towards the end of his career, and one is just starting his career. So I'm not hearing about toxic environment. And guess what? If you're not fit to play, all right, cool. Understand that and be self-aware and don't play. If I'm going through something that forces me to be unable to content create, guess what? I'm gonna not content create that day. I'm not going, and then that affects you 3 and affects other people I work with because I'm not right. Nah, know yourself. And then that's also on the manager as well to be like, all right, he's not right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we move. You feel me? But you lot run up the likes. Continue to run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe to all the Mandem as well. The links are in the title. Links are in the title, people. Hit the subscribe button as well. To Josh Lou says, big up the flannel, big up the panel, flawless, don't be a fraud. In regards to what, Josh Lou? Talk to me. Let me know. PS says, lol, his ting is mid as foot. Imagine being off the mark over a ting that ain't fly. The reason why I disagree with this is because he likes what he likes. So I disagree with this. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just
is that where people are going?
Yeah, man. Just because she's mid to you don't mean she's mid to him.
No, bro.
Like, beauty in the eye of the beholder.
Thank you very much. Amen.
That's why I just like let him do his thing. Like that's him. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's why Danny likes Anthony and I don't.
Sometimes don't do that.
I knew it.
There's not even sometimes because any of our celebrity crushes right here, there's man that out there that think she's mid. We named our celebrity crushes. There's man in the.
You don't believe in objective beauty, no?
Yeah, some people like Doja Cat, and I don't understand. But some people do.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could, like, yeah, we could probably get a list, but then there's always one. The same way we disagree about footballers all the time. It's the same type of thing in terms of quality. You know what I'm saying? There's certain footballers out there, people say he's quality regardless, but people will still doubt him. Like that's the same with it. So that's why I'm not like, yo, that's his. We don't know what goes on between.
Flawless, that's the perfect example because quality is subjective now. The new age of quality is GA. I don't think that's the quality of a footballer. I don't think GA is quality. I'll be real with you. We grew up in an era. Flawless could probably name you 10, 20 man-dem ballers now that weren't even in the world 11 that would absolutely kill it in our squad. You know what I mean? Like people like David Ginola, technical ability, bro.
Oh yeah, I said it all the time.
Crazy, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I said it like football, like that's the good, and yeah, like I'm glad I seen football when I did. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't so GNA. It's like, yo, you're either quality or you're not type of thing. Like that's what it is. And there was
too much quality. Too much quality, bro.
It was too much. Like Serie A is a prime example of that. Like everybody had pretty much like everybody in the top half, the top 10 teams had a world-class striker. Everybody had like, when I say I was like a serious marksman, to the point where you look at the strikers today and it's like you put them in today, like they're top 3, top 5 without doubt type of thing. But hey, we move, man. You know what I'm saying? We move. Sheik says, question for you guys, what players would play? What do players like Ahmad and Palestri think in this type of situation? These are players who deserve a chance for some minutes, but Rashi can do this and still get selected.
Listen, I have to question a lot of things when people love talking about Ahmed and Palestri.
Go on.
We bought Ahmed for a lot of money at the age of 18 for 40 or close to 40 million euros.
Yeah,
and for
like 40
million euros, that's a player that's supposed to go straight into the first team. You're classifying him as a wonder kid, heavily involved. You know what happened to him? We bought him and put him straight into the reserves so he can understand English football. I've never heard of that, spending that amount of money, and it's taken 3 or 4 years for the player to establish himself at the football club. That tells me a lot that he ain't ready. He ain't good enough. Yes, he's had a good loan at Sunderland, but is he Premier League ready to be starting for Manchester United? No, it's taken him 3 years for him to get an opportunity.
Let me ask you then, Ivorian.
Same as Palestri.
Let me ask you a question then, because I'm not saying Diallo's the answer. What wingers of ours are Premier League ready?
Marcus Rashford.
Guys, say it. I know you want to say it.
No, let's be real. Let's deep it.
No. So you said
Rashford.
I'm not even going to discuss
the theory. 40 million. 40 million.
No. You said one. No. Forget all that. You said he's not Premier League ready. I'm not even disputing that because I've not watched Diallo. To me, he deserves his shot. So who out of our wingers? You said Rashford. All right, I'm not even going to argue you down. Who else in our squad out of the wingers are Premier League ready?
Bro, Ivorian, like Diallo hasn't been given any chance.
Listen, guys. The money that we've invested into that player right now, he's supposed to be a starting player at the age of 18. That money. You don't buy a player that goes straight into the reserves for that money and then goes on loan. To Rangers.
Who out of our wingers are Premier League ready?
But let's be real. Apart from what's it called, we've got Garnacho who's doing his thing, but he ain't that great.
No. Answer the question.
Rashford.
Do you believe Garnacho is Premier League ready?
Oh, well, he's playing at this level and he's doing all right.
No. That's not asking.
Yes, he's Premier League ready.
Rashford, and who are the rest? So
Anthony's Premier League. Anthony's nowhere near Premier League quality. He's nowhere near Premier League. But you look at the options that we have. We don't have a Jadon Sancho anymore. All we've got is a Rashford and Garnacho. Who else have we got? Pelestri's going. Ahmed probably going on loan. Who else have we got in terms of option? Hardly anyone.
Brother, you're going to persist with a dead Rashford and not give the
That's the only wingers we have right now for selection.
Yes, the question.
I answered the question.
We're not moving off the point. So we got Rashford, we got Garnacho. Who else are the Premier League proven wingers we have in this team, in your opinion?
We've only got Garnacho and Rashford.
Okay, so we got 2. So we've established it's 2. So then we've got Anthony who's played. We've got
Premier League.
We've got Bruno who's played wide right at times. We've got Palestri who's played wide right. So we've got Anthony, Palestri, Bruno there as well. I will use Anthony and Palestri. So Anthony and Palestri are not Premier League proven and Premier League ready in your opinion. I agree with that. So to me, why does Diallo not deserve a chance? I'm not saying, let me just land here before you respond. I'm not saying Diallo is the answer. All I'm saying is we know what doesn't work. We know Anthony for sure doesn't work. Do I believe Palestri's got a fair shot? No. but we know what doesn't work. So why not try something different? Is the point I'm making.
Maybe that guy ain't impressing at all. Maybe the
Impressing
manager
what?
just
Impressing
impressing
what?
in training.
Okay.
The fact that he just come back from injury as well,
Okay.
still needs to rebuild himself, rehabilitate, and get that match fitness. But he's not getting the first team. He's not getting the minutes, and there's a reason why.
Okay. So
there's a reason why.
So let's go with that then. Do you trust his manager in regards to what's quality and what's not?
No. Let me show you something. Yeah, I'm not sold on Ahmed for a very long time. It doesn't matter about the.
I'm not talking about Diallo.
Trust.
Okay,
my opinion.
Why you not sold on Diallo? How come you're not sold on Diallo? I'm asking why. I'm asking why.
Why? Because again, I will say this again. When I first saw him and I saw the talent, I was like, yeah, he's all right. But still, it's the fact that he's prolonged so much time from the age of 18 for that amount of money, and still hasn't established himself in the Premier League after 3 seasons.
Has he been given
when are we going to let it go? When are we going to let it go?
Okay, wait. Hold up. Has he been given?
He's not impressing.
Has he been given a shot in the
He's
Premier
looked
League?
Impressive to me. I can't even.
Hold up.
In the championship.
No. Ivorian, has he been given a fair shot in the Premier League?
In the Premier League for Manchester United, no, because they believe he's not ready. He's not ready.
So you just dismissed your whole argument?
No, he's not ready.
No, Manchester United.
What makes you? Can I ask you a question, guys?
Why
do you guys keep pushing for Ahmed? What have you seen from Ahmed apart from championship loan that he got in a year?
Bro, I've seen stuff in 5 minutes from him that is just.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because
apart from that loan,
okay, no, even
in 3 years.
Even aside, I'll explain. I'll respond. Even in the limited appearances he's made for Manchester United, I like what I see to the point where I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm saying he deserves a chance. If Anthony can play 30 plus matches and Palestri can play, even though he's not played like that, if Rashford can stink up the gym for however long and so can Garnacho, why does Diallo not deserve a shot? Worst case scenario, Diallo plays for 5-6 matches and he's as bad as Rashford and he's as bad as Anthony. Okay. I think you're dismissing him without
that makes sense, and I agree. But maybe Ivorian's right as well. But we don't know in terms of behind the scenes. Again, we don't know what he's been on outside of that. But what we've seen is the opposite. So I don't.
Why we trust the manager? All of us went out.
I'll say again, 3-4 years here and still haven't established himself. There's something wrong.
No,
there's something wrong. There's something wrong. 3 or 4
maybe,
years
perhaps,
here. That money,
maybe not.
Millions a lot.
Ivorian, can I say something?
Come on, let's be real.
No, you're not being real.
All of this is on hold. Let's bring Ahmed in.
I got you.
You're not being
real. I'm being real, bro. 3 to 4 years, and we've seen nothing.
Okay. Because he's not played. Because he's not played. Because
why is he not playing? But why?
Because the management. That's why.
No. Ten Hag has only been here for 2 seasons. Oli was here when he was here.
And you trust
Oli didn't play him.
And you trust Oli now. And you trust Oli now. Stop being stupid, man.
No. I have to ask the questions. Listen, if I have to be the bad guy, the heel character, I have to.
Wait. All of a sudden, you trust Oli and Ten Hag now, yeah?
No, I'm just saying, innit? He's been here for 4 seasons under 2 different managers, and still
terrible managers.
All right, let's wait until let's wait until the next manager comes in, and if he doesn't get picked, are we gonna be sold?
Try to brush it now.
No. I'm not brushing nothing. I will hold it. No. Let's hold up.
Why we trusting managers that we don't rate? All of a sudden, you trust Ollie's word that you wanted him out. All of a sudden, you trust Ten Hag's word and you want him out.
I'm not
saying talking about.
I've seen Ahmed.
That's exactly.
I've seen Ahmed.
I'm
not convinced. I am just not convinced. Saw him on loan. Rangers still struggle to actually start. He went on loan to the Championship and then established himself in the first team. He has returned back. He's won the Young Player of the Year for Sunderland. Yes, he did. He impressed on loan in the Championship, but that's in the Championship.
Okay,
we're talking Premier League now. You've come back injured. You return has it been about a month or 2 since he's come back from injury? About a month, yeah? Still not getting any.
Do you feel the same about
Donny van de Beek? Donny van de Beek didn't prove to me anything because he had his chances. He went on loan, especially at Manchester United. He never convinced anyone.
I'm just saying about Diallo. He's never had a fair shot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just telling you guys, let it go. It's been 3 or 4 years. Ahmed and Palestri haven't established themselves.
He's not played. Diallo, we've established that. How can you establish yourself without playing? Explain to me that, please.
No. Establish yourself is by impressing in training first of all.
You don't watch training, so you don't know. You don't watch
and
training,
then, then getting the impression from the manager, and the manager gives you the opportunity.
You don't watch training, so
I'm telling you.
You're not telling me anything because you don't watch training.
I'm telling you, that's how you get an impression. You impress in training, the manager gives you an opportunity, and you play. And from there, if you can cement yourself, then boom.
It's managers you don't rate, but now you're taking the word as gospel on the player.
No. I'm just telling you, like you guys are putting your hope on the player that we've signed 3 or 4 years ago, and you're hoping that he can play.
Wait.
And he hasn't played.
Who's putting hope on him?
He hasn't established himself.
I didn't put no hope on him.
He hasn't established himself. He needs to get game time.
Before you go, Leon.
What are you having your hopes on?
Who put hope on him? You put
You man's are putting your hopes on him.
What did I say?
You man's are. You said Ahmed should be why don't Ahmed get some minutes? There's a reason why Ahmed's not getting no minutes because he ain't doing nothing.
Ivorian.
How do you know? You don't know that. That's you guessing.
Again, he's not playing. Therefore, he's not getting it. He's not doing anything.
But all of a sudden, you backing Ten Hag and Ollie now. All right, cool.
I'm not backing them. I'm not backing them. I never backed them. I'm just telling you guys, it's been 3 or 4 years, and you're still hoping on Ahmed to come and do something.
Using the word
give him some minutes. All right, not hoping.
Yeah, thanks. You know what I'm saying?
We'd like Ahmed to get some minutes, but based on what?
Based on what? All right, okay.
Based on last year's low?
I'll explain. No, it's not based on last year's low.
Based on what?
I'll explain if you let me land. Why? Because the players in front of him are not playing well, so he deserves an opportunity. That's why. Okay. The players in front of him are being terrible. None of our wingers have performed well from August to February. So therefore, why not give him a shot? I'm not even saying he is the answer. Never once have I said that. Secondly, I'm not hoping on anything. How good is he? I'm not you. I don't know because I've not watched him like that. So I'm like, let's see. From the glimpses I've seen, I like. And when I say the glimpses, not only when he played here under Ollie, even when he played the 20 minutes that he had under Ten Hag, I'm like, okay, let's see. All I'm saying is you're just writing him off completely. I want to stick with Anthony and Rashford and Garnacho, who are all clearly not good enough. Make that make sense. You're pinning your hopes on these guys. You know what I'm saying? You're pinning. Let me ask you that. Are those 3 players good enough? Are those 3 wingers Manchester United quality? Are they good enough to where we need to go to?
Well, all of those guys are not good enough. If we're going to put that logic, including Ahmed and Pelestri.
So that's my point is play the players who haven't played and let him fail. Play him 2-3 games and let him fail.
I'm looking forward to this. That's why all I've got to say, man, them sarcasm citizens. I'm looking forward to the day that Ahmed gets 5 games in a row. And if he doesn't happen, he doesn't impress. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it no more. No, then what you're hearing 4 years. No, then what you're hearing is, all right, we need to move him on and then go get some wingers anyway. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
And again, we need to move him on.
Ivorian, right. First of all,
4 years.
Taking Ollie's word at gospel. Why did you not get minutes under Ollie? All of a sudden, you rate Ollie.
Didn't get minutes on.
Man has persisted with Anthony this whole time, and you don't even want to give Diallo any chance.
I
don't understand. Why not? Like,
guys,
go on. Let Leon say his piece.
Leon, I'm sorry.
First things first, yeah. Isn't he from the Ivory Coast?
Yes,
I am from the Ivory Coast. Because he's Ivorian, I have to back him. That don't mean nothing to me. No, I don't care where you're from. Even if you're from my country, doesn't mean you deserve my loyalty. It doesn't matter, bro. I support Manchester United, not Ahmed, because he's from Ivory Coast. I don't do that.
Fair enough. Do you think he'll make the Ivory Coast squad right now?
He didn't, and he won't. Not until he's established himself for first team football in men's.
That squad. Do you think he could make that squad?
Yeah, if he
has playing on the right wing right now. Who's playing on the right wing right now for you lot?
What? Dikate, and he's probably better than Ahmed. Sorry, no one can tell me anything.
There's not much in that. Let's be real.
No, they can't because you're judging a player you've not watched. But
exactly, there you go. So
we seen him on loan.
I expect you next week.
Don't do that, Leon. You said Premier League, so don't do that. You said Premier League. Don't change the argument.
Okay, you're right. You're right. 100% right. Obviously, next week, because obviously, you're saying that he doesn't train well in that, yeah. I expect to see that background change from Red United TV.
We don't know what we see.
Yeah,
we don't know what we see. But maybe he's not impressive.
Yeah, are you Bielsa?
You know what it is, yeah? It's because you men, because he's Ivorian, you expect men to back him. No,
it's not. No,
forget that point.
I've not said that again. This is like the whole thing. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said Diallo, and I never said it's nothing to do with him being Ivorian. All I said was it's unfair to write him off and you've not watched him play. That is unfair.
Well,
you have nothing to base this on. You've not seen him play consistently. Exactly. Has he got a fair opportunity in the Premier League at Manchester United Football Club? Yes or no?
Absolutely. He hasn't had minutes. No,
exactly. So we can't judge him. No. Same way, I can't sit here and say Bayern Deer's terrible. You know why? Because I've not watched him. That's unfair.
Exactly.
So same shit.
How
All
can I
right.
tell you Ballon d'Or is terrible?
Again, sign a player for 18 at the age of 18 for 40 million, which is technically a wonder kid price. Yeah.
You keep talking
Yeah.
money.
No. Because when you spend that money, no, be honest with you. The logic is when you spend that money on a type of player that age, that player needs to be established. No, you don't spend 40 million on an 18-year-old player to go in the reserves. Nobody spends 40 million on a player to go in the reserves. No. We don't do that. No.
Ivorian, that's the way football is.
No. You don't spend 40 million on an 18-year-old to be reserves to understand English football.
Well, Manchester United did it. We make bad decisions. What are you talking about?
That makes sense.
Ivorian, you do realize that makes sense.
Manchester United, who do you sign for that money and then put him in the reserves?
Again, this is Manchester United. We don't make sense with transfers. We've been doing it for years. What are you talking about? What are you on about?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's saying we shouldn't do it, but we did that.
We did that. But for that money, it's a player that's decent enough. Yes or no?
Dan, let me ask you a question. Should we assign Anthony for 90 million?
Hell no.
Okay, so we make stupid decisions. What we talking about?
Exactly.
We've done this for the longest. Should we have signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka for 50 million? No. Should we have signed Delo for the money we should have signed him for? No. The list goes on.
This is part of the problem.
What are we talking about here? Should we assign Martial for the money he was on? No. I would say, what are we talking about here? Should we have gave Rashford that big bumper new deal? No. So how we pinpointing one thing like we don't make stupid decisions all the time? Come on, man.
And the other thing as well is, you got to realize, now the era of football has changed. You don't get gems for like 15, 20 million like in the 2000s and stuff like that, or even up to 2010 or whatever, If you sign a player like Diallo for like 40 million and he plays well for 2-3 seasons, you've got your money back. Like, let's be real now. People can moan about the Martial fee. We got our money's worth in Martial. No one can tell me anything different. Because when you look at the goals he's contributed and his impact and stuff like that, even though it was inconsistent, over the period of time that he was here, you've got your money's worth. If Sancho is good for 2-3 seasons, you've got your money's worth. Trust me, that's the way football works now. So £40 million for a kid with quality, that's what you're going to pay. Obviously, it's that's overinflated by 10 million because we're rubbish at buying. But 30 million quid for a kid of quality, that's normal nowadays, man.
Yeah, but Leon, answer that question. Did we get our money back from buying Ahmed so far? Have we got that return?
This is my next point. Let me go on to my next thing, He's played 4 games.
Bro, it's been 4 years. Have we gotten a return off of that investment?
I've already. He's played a game a year.
No, Leon, don't tell me he played a game. Have we got a return of that investment?
I'm answering the question for
you. No, you're telling me 4 games. No, you were telling me. No. When you was on me telling me about that's Championship, this is Premier League. Has he gotten a fair chance? No. Okay. Have we gotten a return of that investment 4 years ago?
Yeah, that's fine. When I say to you, he's played 4 games, I'm answering your question. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Oh God. No. My question is, have we got a return from that investment 4 years ago? No.
4 games.
Have we ever got an investment from a player who's played 4 games? When does that happen in history?
No. You guys are trying to twist it. Stop twisting it. No. My question is, have we got a return from that investment 4 years ago for 40 million? That means no, we haven't got a return from that investment. So why are we saying play Ahmed, give him time? We should be saying, you know what, guys? It's been 4 years. He hasn't done anything so far. You know what? Let him move on. Let him move on.
How you run a squad?
He's not how you
run a squad. This is how you run a squad if you want to be strict. Because if you're not playing football, you're not getting the minutes. I'm moving you on. That's it is. No. We're not going to accept this. You're not playing. We keep you here.
This is because he's Ten Hag in. That's why this.
No, it's not because I'm Ten Hag in. No. There's no such thing as Ten Hag. This is about getting the best of Manchester United. This is about Manchester United. This is about getting the best of Manchester United. And Ahmed, I'm sorry, for 4 years. No, this is about getting the best out of Manchester United. It's not about Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out. This is not about that. No, I'm not with this manager. I'm not with this manager. I'm Ten Hag out. I've been Ten Hag out. You already know this. But this is not about Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out. This is about Manchester United Football Club. This is about making the football club better.
Let me get to the super chat. Let me just get
to this quick. Sorry about the super chat. Sorry about legendary villains.
Legendary villain, big up for the super chat. Is to stop the grey area arguments against be heated. Quality is not subjective. When there have been world class players in the 80s, 90s, 2000, and it's been subjective, people knew who was class. Stop it. No, the vast majority knew who was class. Legendary villain, but not everyone agrees. Because when you look back in history, some people will tell you certain people are overrated. People will tell you with a straight face. Not everybody. It's a small minority that A Frank Lampard was overrated. A Steven Gerrard was overrated. A Paul Scholes was overrated. I've heard it in regards. I got a cousin who told me Ronaldinho was overrated, and that's my goal because his is Neymar. So what are we talking about? Like, there's a small minority. Yes, the vast majority would tell you, yes, Brazilian Ronaldo is the best striker ever. But there is a small minority who will tell you, oh, he's overrated. He didn't win as many trophies as he should have. He didn't win the Champions League. Same with Zidane. People will tell you, oh, Zidane didn't get goals and assists. So it's a small minority. Do I disagree with them? Yes. But that's the point I'm making in regards to, we're going back to what we was talking about earlier. But yeah, that's what it is in regards to subjective. And it all started with my man talking about Rashford's girl and that. And it's like, that's even more so. Like, whoever your celebrity crush is, legendary villain, guaranteed is someone who thinks she's mid. Whoever your dream woman is, guaranteed.
That's true.
Guaranteed. Treasure, and all four of us here, if we name our celebrity crushes, there's someone in the chat who's going to go, nah, she's not all that. It's not for you, innit? Like, it's me giving my opinion on how she looks. That's my celebrity crush. What we talking about here? But big up to you, legendary villain. And please keep it respectful in the chat and run up the likes as well, people. Make sure you do so. But yeah, go on.
Can I just say something on that? So obviously, you know, Ivorian, look, I respect your opinion on. Well, not this one. I don't actually.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
It's all right.
Just to clarify, and to legendary villain, just like to say this, referencing football and crushes, mate. The reason why is because you weren't here at the start, legendary villain. That's where it stemmed from. Because the original point was, but somebody said it in the chat, and I don't want to misquote who it was. It was like Rashford's gal is mid. So I was using the point. You're not new here. We use gal analogies here all the time. So that's why I'm referencing the two. To make it to those who may not get the gal analogy, they'll get it in footballing perspective.
Yeah, 100%.
We're here talking sport. That's the only reason why I'm referencing the two, because it's the same. Well, it's not the same, it's similar. That's all. Yeah, go on, Leon, carry on.
So obviously, Ivorian, I'm guessing, yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah. That you rate Man City as a team. Like, I'm not saying you support them, but what they're doing, the quality's good in that team, what they've achieved over the last few years. I'm guessing, I'm going to assume that do you know what I'm saying? You're like, big, like Man City, yeah, they're a good team, blah, 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 yeah. And obviously, in part of their campaigns, Riyad Mahrez was a key part to one of their campaigns, yeah. But he never got bedded into the squad straight away. So I think what we have to understand is that quality, nearly say quality managers, but to have a quality team, you're not always going to have players that come, are bought, and are played straight away. One thing you've got to consider with Amad Diallo is the squad and the system is actually not set up for Amad's style of play. Do you know what I'm saying? I put that onto the manager massively because we don't play a system whereby it kind of complements Amad. Really, Amad should be coming off the bench and playing a 10 and sometimes a right winger because he could play 10 all day. He could definitely play 10. Do you know what I mean? With Kobe Maino and Casemiro feeding him and stuff like that, yeah? But I think we got to be like, it's all down to their own preferences, but you can't have a squad where you just go, he's been here 4 years, even though he's been out on loan for like 2 years. So he's been here 2 years, maybe a year and a half, yeah? He's played 4 games and then you ship him off because you haven't given the player a chance to even get embedded into the squad. Systems and squads and coaching is such a big thing within football and development. Like, for example, when it comes to Diallo, he needs a run of like 10, 15, 20 games. Donny, you never seen the best out of Donny because he never got a run. And people go, oh, the run's 5 games. For me, people, I'll be real with you. The run needs to be longer. It takes a long period of time to play different teams, to bed into squads and stuff like that. Now, obviously, like, if you've made your mind up about the kid after 4 games, I've seen enough in the time that Amad's been here and on loan to know that he's one of our high-quality players in the squad technically. That's my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, the way he can touch intricately and stuff like that, if we'd have managed to get Martial up front with him, and we'd have managed to get Eriksen cooking with them, you would have seen different type of football straight away just with those 3 players alone. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe add Palestri a little bit, even though I don't think he's up there. But, bro, if you want to ship off one of the only qualities we've got,
but I hear that. No, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the way you guys are defending an Ivorian player. It's nice to hear that people still defending Ivorian players.
It's not about defending It's not about defending.
No, I'm just saying, as an Ivorian, it's nice to see that people are
it's about
defending one of our own and all that stuff.
Because you don't back your own. So we've got.
No, I do. I back my country.
Ivorian is about defending. No. It's not even about defense. It's about giving an opportunity to succeed, giving a fair opportunity to succeed or fail. There's no player in the history of footballer. In the history of football, who succeeded at the highest level playing 4 matches. It's never happened. Never.
No, that's true. Absolutely true.
You at least have to play matches in a row to the point where you go, all right, you're not good enough. Again, I'm not saying Diallo is the answer. I'm simply saying I don't know because I've not watched him. He's never played 3-4 matches in a row for us. Has he even completed the 90 minutes?
No,
Exactly.
no flawless. I can't recall a Carabao Cup match or 90 minutes.
He hasn't. I don't remember him starting a game and ending a match.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
flawless. Do you believe he could play in the 10? I think he could play in the 10, you know.
I think he's capable. I seen enough. You know when I seen enough when he scored against AC Milan. And he played in a few games around that
goal where he had the header. It was like a header or something.
Yeah. Drew 1-1.
I'm getting twisted. Ahmed can play in that 10 role. He can play in that 10.
Whoa. You can't. No.
I can still talk because he's a mention.
You don't rate him. No, you don't
rate him or not. I can still have my opinion on him, right? And criticize him and praise him at the same time. I'm not just one-sided. But what I want to see from Ahmed, I'm not just one-sided, you know. I can sit on the fence and get a partial view. A balanced view. I always try to give people a balanced view, the good side and the bad side.
This wasn't balanced, but normally you do.
Yeah. So, flawless, man. Come on, man. Help your brother out, man. Help your brother out.
No, man. You took the hole.
Hey, Leon, help me, man. All right, let me bring myself back in. Let me put all the cement and sand back in.
I hear what Ivorian's saying. There could be shit, like, again, behind the scenes that's not allowing him to get these chances, is what I think you're trying to say. I don't know.
Okay. But so if that's the case,
we just don't know.
If that's the case, man shouldn't be in the. I don't deal with this half in, half out. If that's the case, which could be the case, then let's say there's behind the scenes issues that he's not. What's it called? That are not getting.
Donny and all them, man.
Okay, don't have him in the squad then. If the issues are that big to the point he can't play in the first team, don't have him in the squad. Because what happens if we get injury crisis? So let's say, touch wood, I don't wish injuries on any players. Let's say Diallo's on the bench, and what you're saying is true then. And Rashford gets injured, Garnacho gets injured, Palestri gets injured, and there's 5 subs. Let's say Bruno gets injured. No, Anthony. So that's 4 of our wingers, or one of them has to. He's already subbed one of them off, and other 3 get injured. Diallo then has to play. So if he's that much of a detriment to the team, this is why I know this is bullshit. Because if he was that much a detriment to the team, don't have him around the squad. Then kind of shit is that?
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Has been weird, isn't it? So
and this ties into the point when Ivorian's talking about him in training and stuff. Even if it is the case, I don't trust Ten Hag.
Can I just jump in on that? Just one second. Yeah?
I hear you.
Talking about training, yeah? Who's seen the clip of Anthony finishing?
I saw that.
Yeah? Okay? What's that? Training right now, flawless. Because seeing training, yeah? One of the only clips that we've seen, yeah?
Let's be real. It's only one. It's only one.
Technical ability. So what are you going to say to that?
I admitted that Anthony's not Premier League quality at all. The team he played on the weekend, that's his level. That's his standards.
Well, you see the celebration told you that.
Exactly. It says it all. But yeah, man. You know what I would like to see from Ahmed? I'm not quite sure whether he'll get minutes this season. And it doesn't seem like he will. But a loan to a Premier League team, at least one of the lower teams, would be nice.
I agree with that. Like, that's where I'm at with Diallo. I'm like, again, I'm not saying he's Messi reincarnated. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it running joke, calling the Wakanda Messi and all this. I ain't saying all that. All I'm saying is we know what doesn't work. We've watched our winger get 1 goal in 30 games, the man who's playing ahead of him. Diallo, to me, if you play him 30 games, I guarantee he gets more than 1 goal. I'll say that much. I've watched enough where I go, I'll put money that he'll get at least 2.
And assists as well, probably get 5.
And he'll probably get more than the 0 assists. When's that? Someone told me the last time Anthony got an assist.
The weekend.
The weekend. So before that, we're talking 30 games.
Against 2?
So that guy's
you only have to watch. You only have to watch Diallo, for like 10 minutes, bro, to see what he offers compared to Anthony, bro. Like, it's not rocket science, but you just watch him and he's just sick. He offers bare different things, and Anthony's just a one-trick pony. Like, it's like, what? And
Dan, that's it. All I'm saying is you can do no worse because the bar is always serious. Even if Diallo plays for 30 matches and he gets 1 goal, all right, that's what we're getting from Anthony anyway. So we've not got any worse. We've not got any better.
And here's the other thing as well. He actually likes to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
he's actually calm with just holding on to the ball, like, and actually like bringing people into play and stuff like that. But you know what? Yeah, Ivorian, how you feeling now, man? It was a bad take, wasn't it?
No, it's all right, man. Sometimes someone has to play the villain at times. You know, last week was you, Leon. Today it's me. The week before that was probably Danny. Yeah,
it was Tony. Tony did this on the United.
Yeah, get me. You gotta play the villain sometimes. You know, you gotta, Can't give the
No,
fans
I
what they
hear
want.
it. I hear
Mhm.
both sides. Like I get
Mhm.
it. Like, but at the same time, I also feel like Flo is saying, like he hasn't been given enough chance, in my opinion. And for what we have, looking at the roster we have, why would you not put him in there?
Exactly.
Why not? Like,
Exactly.
why not? It's like
That's
what they were
the
saying the other day about not getting Benzema in. Why not? Like, why not, bro? It don't make sense, blood. Just do it.
Worst case scenario, Benzema gets it and he scores 1 goal in 20 games like Højlund.
Oh well, shit. Then
is the aim not to? That's what I don't get. Is the aim when people push back on Benzema? Is the aim not to get better?
Exactly.
Even if it goes wrong, you get more signings wrong than you do get right. That's just especially where Manchester United are trying to go. That's what
it depends how you look at Ivorian, because remember, yeah, like some would argue that, or a lot of people would argue that Ten Hag cannot utilize these type of technical players, bro. Like, and it's just not his flavor. It's just not his type of guys, bro. But again, Ahmad could potentially leave. I could see him as another player, which has happened so many times at Man United, that leaves and smashes it elsewhere.
Trust me.
For whatever, do you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man. But I just hope the kid gets more chances, man.
Really and truly, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go with your logic, Ivorian, you've got to rate Ahmad higher than Højlund. Because Ahmad's done more. He cooked well at Atlanta. He went away to Sunderland and got Young Player of the Year in his first season. And the Sunderland fans were like, "We'll bite out your hand off for him now." Do you know what I mean? He's come on and he's shown more technical ability.
And look how Ten Hag's sticking with him and sticking with Anthony and sticking with so many players. But you're not sticking with Diallo just for a bit, like at all.
I'm saying we played Newport County. Play him.
Exactly.
I agree with you guys. That's a game for him to play.
What's the worst that can happen? He's awful. All right. Cool. Like, it's really, we've watched Anthony be awful for however long. We've watched Rashford and Garnacho be awful for however long. And Højlund and Bruno, and the list goes on and on. And McTominay.
It don't make sense, man.
The list goes on. And
Lindelof also, and Maguire. Ivorian, yeah. So if Ahmad's got to go, yeah, do you think all of our other wingers are better than him then?
No, listen, I've already said it, man.
How do you rank them in order? Let's do the ranking.
I think everyone needs to go in it.
I just think everyone needs to go.
No. I'm not
doing rankings. I refuse to do rankings.
No, but do you
I've been there with Flawless. We've done our ins and outs.
The overarching point is everyone needs to do one, innit? That's it. Like, all our attackers are swag.
I don't rank.
That's it.
That I agree with in regards to.
Someone in the comments put the stats and that of all our attackers and what's been going on. Like, it's going to be crazy. 100%.
I'll keep Ahmad and Maino. I'll keep them too.
We have one winger that scored 2 goals in the Premier League this season. The other one probably got 6 goals.
How many?
The other one then's got 1 goal so far because that's his first goal of the season.
Who's got 6 goals? Garnacho.
I think Garnacho's got about 6 goals.
Really? I don't think he's got that many.
I reckon he's got. He scored a couple of goals. Look, come on, let's be real. He has scored a couple of goals. He must have at least 6.
He played across
the whole season, the whole competition.
Right.
Just yeah,
baby.
No.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Super chat.
So. For me, just before you do the super chat, yeah. Ahmad's technical ability is like here compared to Garnacho. I don't rate Garnacho in anywhere near that level. I just look at the Garnacho, and people don't like this take. Yeah, I don't rate him much higher than Dan James. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't see any. I don't see anything technical with Garnacho. That's
not even a little thing like just the fact that
what's crazy.
I just see him running, run, stepping, run.
More and more I watch him, the more I get why people criticize him. Like I'm seeing
he's getting a lot of minutes, Flawless.
Yeah, and he's getting too many minutes. I think it's unfair on how many minutes he's getting because he's limited.
Technically, he should be playing with him, competing with him. Is that what you guys are saying?
No. Technically, you're saying he should be out of here.
No, because they shouldn't play.
I'm asking you guys. Leon,
I'll answer. No, because they shouldn't be playing on. They shouldn't be competing because they shouldn't be playing on the same side. Exactly. I don't want to see Garnacho on the right wing, and I don't want to see Diallo on the left
side.
Put Diallo on the right and play Garnacho on the left because that's where I think Garnacho more so I have a bigger sample size. Your better performances for us, in my opinion, have come from the left-hand side. Not that he's been great, by the way, people, because I just literally said he's limited. And the more I watch him, the more I go. We don't really have any bag of tricks. He don't have no bag. Word to basketball, he's got no He's got
Not
no
real
forward.
talk. He hasn't, has he,
Not-
flawless?
not
He's literally
ball
trying to
forward.
charge all the
He's
time.
got no
Charge,
ICUs, man.
charge, yeah.
Like he's got no. There isn't a step over. There's not a ball roll. He don't shimmy and then go down the outside. He don't shimmy on the outside and then the inside. He's not into out with his runs. Like, and again, he's 19, 20, so I'm not expecting him to have that. But it's like if you're a 19, 20-year-old limited at Manchester United, kind of like Højlund. I kind of now think about it. I look at Garnacho how I look at Højlund in regards to you're limited and then in the worst possible predicament. Because Garnacho's getting no help. It's not like the fullback is overlapping and bombing on and taking away. It's not like he's playing with a Benzema. It's not like the number 10 is somebody who's going to find him in pockets of space a split second earlier type of thing. And when I think about, like, have we seen Garnacho do a skill?
Not really. I think, would you classify, the goal that we scored last season when he turned, man, against Man City for Rashford to tap it in? Would you say that's a piece of skill? No, when he got the ball and he turned around with his other foot, like turn the man.
Wait, did he cross?
You remember that goal? Then he crossed it low. It's the way he turned the player. He done a bit of piece of trickery, like a piece. I don't know, guys. You need to watch the video. Just
I think Ivorian. To be honest,
it's skills or not?
From what I see from him, obviously he's young and that, yeah. But I feel like even though they're young, you still see like when Martial was young and raw, I could see what was about to come from him. I could see what his attributes was as a player, even when we first signed him. Do you know what I mean? The first time he dribbled, I was like, okay, cool. This kid's got some real good technical ability here. Do you know what I mean? With Garnacho, he just looks like similar to Rashford, that if he loses his pace in the future, he's done out. Absolute finished. Do you know what I mean? So if you don't diversify his game, that's what I see at the moment. But I could be calling a bit too early. But I think, to be honest with you, what Flawless said was a bang on point, man. You should have seen Garnacho on the left, Ahmad on the right, and Højlund in the middle, for example, yeah? And of course, it's not an experienced front three, but you would still have Højlund and Ahmad playing for each other while Garnacho's doing the mad thing, the mad trim out on the other side.
Against Newport.
But I just think even in Prem games, because then what you do is you put Anthony and Rashford on the bench, and if they've got any sort of balls whatsoever, they look at it and they go.
But I'm just saying, at least do that against Newport.
Yeah, exactly.
At least do that.
My thing is, going back to promoting the hunger in the side, you put you go, I don't care if you guys are supposed to be the main guy in the club and the £90 million. Sit on the bench, and if you want this, come on and take it off one of the kids. If not, it's just embarrassing for you.
And
anyway.
on top of that as well, Dan, it's like, again, it ties into what I've been saying in regards to Diallo and just that front three. I just want to see something different. Because we know what don't work, because our attack absolutely sucks.
Yeah,
it's cheeks.
It's why Ten Hag's a pussy, man.
It's cheeks. Because we've scored, I think, one more goal than Luton Town, and we've played a game more.
It's a disgrace, bro.
So we've scored like 24 goals in 21 matches, and man don't go, hey, play some different players, try a different system. You know what I'm saying? It's like cooking the same meal in the same way with the same ingredients, and it tastes like shit, and you can take it, switch. You use the same seasoning, the same ingredients, and it's like, yo, this tastes terrible. And then the next day you go to the kitchen and do the exact same thing, and the day after for 6 months, and you're like, this is dead. How about just
that's a good example, because it shows how crazy you are if you do. Absolutely crazy. Yeah.
That's it, though. Like, you would not do that. You go to the kitchen and make the same thing over and over again. Taste the meal. You think it tastes like crap. Everyone in your household tells you it tastes like crap. All your family members tell you it tastes like crap. And then the next day, the next family function, you make the exact same meal. And then the next birthday, you do the same thing. And so forth and so forth.
Some people just stuck in their ways, man.
I'm not going to lie. There will be some people that will say it's all right, even though it's dead.
You know what Ten Hag's doing right now?
Because they being polite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they ain't. Again, to hate the stereotype, you're not from black families. You know what I'm saying? Because if your music, if your food is trash, you getting told. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard arguments with my aunts and uncles debating about who's the better.
Why this?
What we talking about? Yeah. What we talking? Oh, your chicken's not as good as mine.
Everyone's there.
What the bomba?
I'm saying that.
They ask you who made this straight away. Who made this? Yeah.
This.
You know what this is?
You know what nanas are like. My nana will curse out if the food's not good.
She's like, nah.
I'm saying,
you know what I mean?
What's
but
this,
yeah,
man? Like
the
rice
apparently.
Ten Hag's basically what he's doing right now is it's like he's got a lasagna recipe and he keeps using brown sauce. It's like, bro, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
And he's persistent with it. That's the thing.
I hate brown sauce. I'm sorry for people eating that. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like brown sauce.
You don't like brown sauce, guys?
This is why It makes
Barbecue,
so much
not
sense
brown.
why you were doing that.
No, Leon, don't do that. Leon, don't do that live on Sarcasm City, trying to embarrass me in front of the Sarcasm citizens out here. Sarcasm citizens, don't listen to Leon.
Please, are you having your national dish with brown sauce? Please admit it to us.
No, I'm talking about like in a sandwich. Sometimes when I have egg and sausage, I'd like to mix it a bit, you know.
Bacon and eggs, yeah. Bacon
Mix it a bit. Red and brown.
The point I'm making is like when the general consensus from everybody is the food is terrible. Like the kids are pushing it to the side of the plate. You know what I'm saying? And that people are putting the plate over the plate. I've thrown it in the bin.
It's that deep. The dog doesn't even want it. The dog doesn't even want it.
It's like pushing it to the side. It's like, yo, surely, and like the reason why I have to put it in like a stupid analogy to realize how daft it is what Ten Hag is doing, because we're allowing almost February, and since August, this man has been persistent with the same attack that has not worked. That has yielded less goals than Luton Town. We are the third lowest goal scorers in the Premier League with one of the
man already said. Did man already say he's gonna bring Onana straight back in on Thursday?
Yes,
bro.
Yes, he said he's gonna.
This is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Well, we shouldn't.
I need to relax, bro.
Because, guys, I'll be honest with you. Can I ask you guys a question? What was your... I know there wasn't too much on Bayinda to tell because we played against that team and he didn't do much. It was
like 2 deflected goals, innit?
Yeah, what's your opinion? Should he continue in number 1?
Oh, he did again.
Yes.
Like the Diallo thing, he deserves a shot because Onana's been so bad.
Bro, Cameroon benched him. He didn't even start for them, blood.
They benched him for his cousin who plays in. It's his cousin they benched him.
And guess what? And his cousin, it runs in the family because he was pants as well. He was arse cheeks
and he's probably still
the same mistakes. So that runs in the family.
He's probably still better than Onana. He's still better than Onana. And that's the thing,
this, man.
And that's what I'm talking about in regards to Bayinda didn't have much to do. What he did, he did to a competent level. Am I sat here and saying he's the answer? No. All I'm saying is the fact that like you deserve.
Oh man, the more I deep it, like when you think, obviously it wasn't the sole reason, but Onana is a huge part why we got knocked out of the Champions League, and this motherfucker still persisted with this motherfucker game after game, bro.
Persisted with the same ingredients, and the food was still dead. And he kept cooking it. I kept cooking it, man.
Oh, have you seen the comments about revoke his African license for the brown sauce?
You can never revoke my African license.
He's Ivorian through and through.
Through and through, bro.
Hey, big up to Sheik. Again, like we were talking about the Gyal thing, like we're talking about quality. What you like for food is subjective. That's what it is. Exactly. I don't particularly like brown sauce, but each to their own.
Everyone loves chicken, though, no?
Yeah, some people like liver. I don't.
No.
There's you know what? There's a couple weirdos who don't like chicken.
No,
I believe it. I look at him. You're strange. If you don't like chicken, something is wrong with you. It's one of the few birds that can't fly. It was supposed to be eaten. But anyways, Jez in the chat now brought up a comment. It's facts.
Yeah, and if you happen to be black and you don't like chicken, I'm questioning your race. It happens.
I've never heard that logic.
That's real shit
before. That's brilliant. No, that's good.
Yeah. That's real shit.
Man said all the other ones got off back in the day.
We're meant to eat that shit.
Look how they're built. Chickens ain't even built to fly. You know what I'm saying?
Useless.
That's why, man. They were meant to be eaten, man. You know what I'm
saying? Vegans, no offense, yeah.
No offense, man. But hey, put some seasoning on some chicken. Whew. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. You are the Egypt. Oh my life.
That's going to take the rest of the day, you know.
I know it is. It's going.
And a HP one, but
see, there's people in the chat who don't like chicken. To me, that's very, very crazy. But each to their own, I suppose. Jez in the chat brought up a comment: has Maino not been given a chance in the run of games, and now we've seen him perform well? He's someone who got his opportunity, and that's what it is. And I'm glad he did. And if he had not given his opportunity, I'd be sat here with the same vim I have about Diallo. Same with any of the players who are in and around the squad. Even if I see Forson, who I only seen for the first time against Newport County, play him if he's in the squad. Same I've been saying about Bayinda, the same way the centre-back, when he's played, has done all right. I can't pronounce his name.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Big Will.
Like him.
Oh, Kambawala.
He's done okay. If I see him in the lineup against Wolves, I'm not going to be like, oh my, I'll be like, hey, you're bad. Hey, you deserve a shot over Maguire and Lindelof. Say that much. They're like, why not? But yeah, I hear what you're saying, Sheik. Big up for the super chat. Again, you don't make sure you subscribe to Sheik's channel as well. Big up to another Don of mine, Eli. Big up for the super chat. Says Garnacho got pocketed by a League 2 right back. Deep that he did as well, man. He did as well. A big up to Day and Derbs, who says, "What's up, fellas? Do you see Ten Hag surviving until the end of the season? Which positions are a priority in the summer? He's got wingers, centre mids, fullbacks, or centre backs. We'll go to you.
What is he saying? Pick one. He's saying pick one out of them.
He says which positions are priority, so I think he's saying put it in order.
I think flawless. Let's be real. I think majority of all the positions. Is he saying priority? We definitely need a striker, right winger, another centre back as well, and left back as well, and centre mid. Majority of those areas, because I think the left wing, there's competition in there, but again, we can always improve on that. Yeah, depending on what happens with Rashford's future at the end of the season, we'll see what happens in it. But the other up front needs addressing, serious addressing. We don't have goals, you know. And then right wing, we don't have a right winger. No, in my opinion, we don't at all. We've only got Rashford and Garnacho, and then the rest, nobody's really there. And then again, that left back position, which I'm tired of seeing Luke Shaw, because I just don't think he's good enough. He's always been injured. And we're always going to have a left back issue in terms of someone to fill that role, because Luke Shaw is always injured and Malacia is not fit. And we can't be having Dalot playing left back. So yeah, those positions. And then centre mid, you know how I feel about our midfield. It's non-existent at times. You know, people run through it. In fact, if we can heavily stock up in midfield in all three positions, as in a defensive midfielder and two centre midfielders, I'll be glad with that. But those areas need to be addressed.
Ivorian, what's the priority this summer? Because you've basically just done FIFA. So what would you say you had to do for? Your camera's slightly out of focus, by the way.
I know, but but yeah, priority would be, in my opinion, we need goals.
The Ahmad thing.
Leon. It was fine after the Ahmad thing, just when it got to this situation. But yeah, our most important area, I would say, we need goals. So definitely need a striker. We need goals.
We definitely need goals. We definitely need goals. All right, what are you saying? We'll go to you, Dan.
You know what's funny? Yeah? I'm laughing in my head because I'm like, the joke is, we signed a goalkeeper, a fresh goalkeeper, but we still need a goalkeeper. I'm like, it's crazy. We signed Hoyland, we still need a striker. Well, we needed two strikers anyway, in my opinion. But it's crazy. Like, we've signed guys and we still need to replace them. So, like, we signed Mount. Why did we sign Mount? I'm still questioning that forever in my head. I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, it's crazy. Our whole attacking line needs to be replaced. Like, it's crazy. Like, we don't, like, what the hell, bro? Look, Diallo, we've established he's probably not even going to get ever a chance. He's never going to get a chance in it when he should, but he's not. So, that ain't happening. Pellistри's not gonna whatever. Anthony ain't shit. Rashford ain't shit. It's like, who do we really have in attacking areas? No one. We need to fill all those spaces, bruv. Like, and I know you're talking about left wing as well, bruv. We need a whole new. We need to address all of those positions. So, bro, like, I couldn't even tell you, because some would argue that, bro, like, the goalkeeper is very costly for us at the moment. We need to replace the goalkeeper, bro. So that could even be up there as one of the priorities. So shit, I think priority striker, definitely bolster up that midfield as well. Like Warren said, get another centre back in, replace the fullbacks, and yeah, like we said, man, this whole team is just fucked, bro. Like, we need to just replace everyone, bro.
That's where I was at with it, Leon. You respond to this.
I'm realist, so I think you're only going to get about 4 big players out, maybe 5 this summer, with financial fair plays and blah 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 and all that. You're not going to make massively every single position on the pitch. So for me personally, I've resigned myself to the fact of I could keep majority of the centre backs and the full backs in this, and then replace a lot of the other stuff. I'd probably bring in one centre back. But I probably wouldn't bring in a big name or anything, to be honest with you. I just bring in the kind of profile that's like Eric Bailly, but not as rash. Yeah, or maybe there's loads of kids out there you can go and buy who can prove themselves in it.
For instance, like a Bella Kotchap or a Salisu or somebody along them lines.
Because if you go and buy,
what do you think of that Donny at was it Everton? That big lad, bro.
Bramthwaite. Nah, I'm good on Bramthwaite.
Yeah, that guy.
Wow, you pick the guy, the scouser down the road, crazy. I think
Who did he say?
Hear people talk about this guy, innit? So
yeah. We have been linked with him, which is crazy. When I've watched him, he's played decent. Bramthwaite, he's called Everton centre back.
I know who you're on about. He's been playing for years, hasn't he?
But the point I'm making is that he's just like, this is his debut season, and people are saying, yeah, go. I'm like,
you're gonna pay big money.
Well. Is it because he's British?
Yes, they've seen him, and people don't go outside of it to watch football. Yeah,
it might be. He's decent. Don't get me wrong. When I've watched him, I'm like, you're a solid centre back. But I'm not saying go get him for Manchester United off of. I don't even think man's played 30 league games, and people are saying go get him. It's crazy. But yeah, go on.
So for me, you can go and get a centre back for 10 to 15 million from a league who want to prove himself. That also promotes. We need competition, and we need things like, if Varane and Martinez are going to play next season, let's just say Varane stays, you're going to have to keep. Evans will go. You're going to have to keep probably Lindelof for another season. You're not going to get rid of Lindelof and Maguire. I'd rather prioritise Maguire because you can get money for him. You can actually get money for Maguire. I'd rather stick with Lindelof as like the third or fourth choice just for one season because you don't get it all out in one go, yeah. And then what I'd rather do is bring in a young kid because when Martinez and Varane are not playing, you've got Campbell fighting it out with another kid for that position, and that's what I'd rather promote as we're trying to progress. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than say like we've got to spend all the money to fill every position, it doesn't work like that. Because you still want to have a squad where you've got quality, but then you've got players fighting and developing to become quality in the squad. You want a double whammy. So if I go to, I'm bringing in one centre back, I'm bringing in two midfielders, and I'm bringing in two attackers. That's what I'm doing. The attacker wise, you can fight out for the left wing. They're not going to be great, but you can fight out for that side. We can figure that out. Do you know what I mean? Worst comes to the worst. A manager should be looking at really like, he should have kept Reguilon and paid Reguilon on the left wing. You need to keep players that do the basics when you really need stuff. Like Reguilon would have given us more than half of these men are giving us on the left wing at the moment. He would have just crossed, and would have got a few goals. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why he sent him back, to be honest. And then I'm going right wing, or I'm going somebody who can play multiple positions. So I want someone that can either play like 10 right wing and left wing. There's players out there that can do that. You go by like João Felix or something, just that profile. I'm not saying that player. They can play across the front. There's no need for us to buy set position players. Like in the midfield, we could easily buy an 8 that can play 10 or an 8 that can play 6. Do you know what I mean? We need to have diversity within the squad for different games. So 2 midfielders, 1 centre back, and 2 attackers.
Yeah, first, and big up to Legendary Villain. I'm gonna get to your super chat. Big up to Taylor as well for gifting out 5 more memberships. And he gifted out a lot of memberships yesterday. Taylor, salute to you. Everyone in the chat, make sure you big up Taylor. He gifted out memberships. Big up Taylor. Yeah, man, big up to Taylor. Day and we got to this as well. So Day and Derbs, I'll add to this. The only position I look at in Manchester United team where I don't really have concerns like that is centre backs. Yeah. Martinez and Varane I like. Man mentioned Campbell as well. Even though I'd go and get a backup. The point is I'm making, that's the only position in our team I wouldn't go and buy for. I'd go get a starter because I like what I've seen from Campbell, but I'd go and get a backup to Varane. And I like Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre-back. And that would be my 5. Martinez, Varane, backup to Varane, Luke Shaw, and then Campbell.
Luke Shaw can play centre-back.
That is my 5. I'm cool with. The rest of all of these is important as others. Because our fullbacks are awful, not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere near good enough. I think we need right back. I think we need a starter and a backup. And then I'd have Wan-Bissaka just as a specialist. Delo should be sold. Malacia, I don't know where he's at. I think he's a good squad player, but from what I've seen, I don't think he's good enough to start. So we need 2 new fullbacks.
What's happened?
Midfield, injured fam. In regards to midfield, I like Casemiro. I think it's unfair to say to Maino, you're going to be the guy who's going to start.
Yeah, he should have been bedded in slowly.
I've said this. We need not only a Casemiro, you need a backup to Casemiro.
Yeah.
Then a starter to start alongside
an actual ball carrier, proper ball carrier.
Yeah, like a starter alongside Casemiro, and then Maino behind that, and then that's your 4. You could have Eriksen as 5.
But the other thing as well is you need a 10 because Bruno definitely plays every game. He's no.
We definitely need a 10. We definitely need that. And when I say a 10, I'm talking about a starter.
We got Mount in it.
Thank you. You said that. That's important that you said someone that displaced that guy.
Displace Bruno, and then our front 3 is terrible. We need a whole.
Mount meant to be that guy.
We need, that's what Mount's supposed to be. People told me Mount was the guy. So go and get starters for front 3. So not only do we need in terms of, we need a first choice left winger, first choice right winger, first choice striker, then a backup striker, in my opinion, to that. Right wing, left wing. Would I go get another left wing? Yeah, I'd go and get probably 2 of each. I'd go get 2 left wingers, go get 2 right wingers, go get 2 strikers. So that's how far we are behind. So it's all, to me, one doesn't prioritize more than the other apart from centre backs. Because to me, I think we need a whole new team.
Yeah, I agree. I think, to be honest with you, one key position this summer will be the midfield, because we've seen in games this season, if we had exactly the same defense, even though we don't rate a lot of them, but we held the ball better, we wouldn't be, because a lot of our goals that we concede is we don't know what we're doing at the top of the box. The other team break and there's loads of space and we're all over the place. Like, there's so many games where we haven't had disciplined midfielders who can not only hold the ball but can position themselves defensively. That's what's killed us a lot this season. That transition, like, we would have never had that Champions League run if we had competent players in the middle of the park, because they would have just put the foot on the ball and been like, nope. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's a key one for us. And you're not going to score more goals. You can go by 3 attackers now, but it doesn't mean you're going to create any more goals without competent midfielders who can hold onto the ball and create stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, because we really are struggling in the wide creation department and in the middle. Like, we're really, really struggling. Like, we've got all of this money we spent on players and we're playing long ball. I cannot believe we're playing long ball. Like, it's just mad.
So that's it. So yeah, by the centre backs, like, we need a whole new team, and then forget about needing the squad players as well. And again, big up to Taylor for gifting 5 memberships. Hey Taylor, yeah man, of course. Since you've gifted so many memberships, shout me. Just follow me on Twitter or follow me on Instagram, and I hit you with the follow back, and we'll sort it out. If you want in on the Pro Clubs team, no problem whatsoever. And Legendary Villain, big up for the super chat. He did say it's all love. I'll let you respond to this, Ivorian.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking. I told him men don't do that, bro. Only stew goes on jollof rice, jollof if anything, and brown sauce is only for stir.
Let me ask you this, because it is a big debate.
It's for fry-ups.
It is a big debate. You know what I'm saying, with African countries and that. Which country, in your opinion, has the best jollof?
Well, I'm from Ivory Coast, and
so you think
we make our own style of jollof, but I wouldn't say we can compete with Ghana and Nigeria. I'm just going to say Nigeria for the sake of my relationship.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart. Say it louder.
I've heard that Senegalese make fire jollof rice.
What did you say? Nigerian?
I'm going to stick with my...
I'm going Ghanaian, fam. That's my
you're
but his woman... But his woman's Nigerian, so he has to say that. Say that louder. Say that louder.
Ghanaian jollof with tilapia fish.
Nigerian jollof is the best.
There we go.
Ghanaian.
There we go. I just thought I'd ask. You know what I'm saying? Before we continue, you lot run up the likes still. I don't know how. Let me check how many likes we're on. I'm acting like
apparently they're saying Ahmad wants to push for Sunderland to join.
Alone. I just read that.
Because he liked to tweet. That's what it is. I don't know if it's true, but he liked to tweet in regards to him not playing against Newport.
These rumors are crazy that come out.
So yeah, we'll see. But you lot run up the likes. We're at 54 likes. Scales up to 60 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're at 9,000. We're approaching 9,500 people. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to all the man them. Red United TV, Dan Sillyman, Unleash Sports, Ivorian, Dan and Leon's channels. All links are in the title as well. Final few questions before we close out. A big up for the super chats as well. Taylor, big up for the memberships. Gifting out the memberships. You lot make sure you thank him as well. And there's something I wanted to get to that I started earlier. So here we go. Warrior J, we haven't even discussed this. Julian Ward, big up to you, Warrior J, is a candidate for the sporting director role at Manchester United from at Telegraph Ducker. So this follows on from the appointment of Omar. I'll find out. I'm going to do my Googles in a second. But yeah, this follows on from the Omar Barada appointment. And we've been linked with numerous DOFs now. We're going to get a technical director. Omar Barada is the COO, right? Or is he the CEO? Which one's higher?
I don't even know.
Oh, he was a COO, right? Chief Operating Officer.
So CEO's higher. So the
higher,
CEO brings in the
CEO,
a technical director, director of football, etc. Did you get anything on Julian Ward, Ivor?
I'm reading that he's a sporting director at Liverpool.
Oh, is it?
I didn't know really taking people from the opposite side and saying, no, join our team so we can be better. Is that what we're doing these days?
It seems so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. As long as he doesn't like brown sauce, I'm all for it, man. I'm blessed with
Oh, you're a joke, man. No, guess what? He probably likes, knowing that name, he probably likes a little brown sauce on his fry up, man, especially Julian Ward, bruv. So don't get twisted, man. So I think brown sauce is more of a British thing.
It's hurting me, you know.
You need to allow it, bro. He
did work with Liverpool. You by the jokers. I'm looking at his LinkedIn profile. So yeah, he's worked at Liverpool. consultant and liaison manager for the development, expansion, monitoring, evaluation.
Leon.
All right, cool. Sporting director.
I need a
Fez.
move. I need a move. I'm dying.
You had a jokes, man. Egypt.
Leon gives me too much jokes.
And he was proper strong with it as well. Like, yeah, like,
man likes his brown sauce. Let him like his brown sauce.
I gotta love Leon, bro. He's a character, bro.
Yeah, man. That's why all characters. Dad, what are you saying about this? We'll go to you on this. Julian Ward, sporting director at Liverpool. Is this an appointment you would be for? Against?
Bro, I can't sit in that like I know who this dude is, bro. I don't know shit about this dude. But yeah, anything to bring us in the right direction, man. If it needs taking the ops' assets, then we'll take the ops assets, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If he's someone who's suitable for the role, then fair play. Like, do what you need to do your due diligence, do your Googles, fucking Ratcliffe and them, man. Do what you need to do. And ideally, I would like to just like how we got that Man City dude, like just forget the rumors and that, boom, just sign someone, surprise motherfuckers, and sign a sick guy like for the role, and that's it. We keep it moving, man. Just another piece to the puzzle, man. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully, man, we get to that point, man, where we've got a springboard for good things to come. You know what I'm saying? And then we can be positive and happy about these appointments and that, and then it will be a trickle down effect. Then hopefully, man, the structure changes bit by bit, and then we're back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Ivorian?
Do you know what? Obviously, I'm just like Danny right there. Don't really know much. We just found out that he works for Liverpool. But what I would say is it's a good thing, in my opinion, because we're getting someone that is Premier League proven, you know, at sporting director level, who's at Liverpool, who's seen the transition of Liverpool from not competing to competing for trophies, and he was there for Klopp, and also I'm hoping that he was there for the Champions League win and the Premier League win and etc. So it's good for us, you know, if we're taking the best from the ops, their top shooters, you know, and then bring them on our side to make us even stronger, then it is what it is, because they've been there and it's good to see it. Taking men that's done it at the Premier League level, and I'm very sure they're probably going to go and see other top clubs in Europe to bring them in, to bring their European experience. But you know what? I can't really complain, in it. Like, I'm very sure Julian Ward is a top man in his field because he works at Liverpool. You can't be a shit man if you work at Liverpool. There's no way you can be a shit man and you work at Liverpool.
Does anyone in the chat have any info on them like that? Let us know in the chat. Sorry to cut you off. Go on, carry on.
We'll find out. But I will big that up. You know, as much as if he comes here, yeah, he's our guy. He probably can do a very good job. And Ineos probably done their due diligence on him, and they know what they want. You know, they got Beretta, top man from City, and if they get him, but again, I would like to see the other names that's been linked with, like Paul Mitchell. You know, because I know he can do the job.
We've been linked with a few others, yeah. What are you saying about this, Dan?
You already asked me, G.
You already asked me. No, it's the other light skin guy.
Leon.
You got the wrong light skin guy.
Leon. Sorry, I'm on a different page, man.
I'm not going to say much on this. I think I just echo what Ivorian said. Really, I think that like he needs to go under the radar, and that's how we need to move with all of our things. That's how we need to move with most of our operations now. I don't really need to hear about players. I don't need to hear about this and that. I'm bored of it, man. United drag it through the media, every single little thing all the time. I'm bored of it, man. So I think, yeah, get them in, best in class. I'm not bothered where they come from because they're going to be 10 times better than the bankers that we had before, innit? Do you know what I mean? Jobs for the boys and that. Jobs for the boys. So I think, yeah, we just need the best. So if he's next, I want to find out what he's been responsible for at Liverpool. What has he done specifically? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you say? Do you say sporting director?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying there's going to be a sporting director. Yeah.
What's the sporting director in charge of, like, overseeing everything, really, innit? And the
sporting director is sporting director of football, same thing, right? Is that not the same thing but different titles?
I feel like it is. Yeah, it's different title.
Yeah. It's the same.
Well, if you can bring it in, because what I was saying on the streams last week to guys is basically saying that we need to start by everybody's going to be so emotional about who they want and what they want and managers and players and I want to strip it all the way back. We need to define who we are as a club. We need to go back to that. And that doesn't mean we're not Man United who won all the trophies years ago. It's like we don't have a style of play. We've never really had a style of play in the whole time that we've been alive on this earth. We haven't had a style of play. We've just been so determined and had such a good manager. and such a unit of players that we've just been like, we'll get the job done, but we've never seen a consistent style of play. We're in the new age of football now. We have to establish that first. Then we can sign manager around that, and then the manager can sign players according to the whole lot as a synergy. And that's what we need, the right guy for that. So hopefully he is.
It seems he's done a good job at Liverpool. I was just reading there in regards to things he's done. And also in the chat as well. 1 second.
Imagine if you bring Klopp.
Yeah, Sheik says here, it was he whose contact. Just to annoy Liverpool fans, that'd be hilarious. I don't think it happens now. But just to annoy them, man, it'd be jokes. For real. Just to annoy them, man, it'd be jokes. I'm with that. Just because it was, what is this? Yeah, it was he whose contacts and decisive action ensured Liverpool outflanked Tottenham to land Luis Diaz in January 2022. And he did the same to Manchester United with Darwin Núñez. Let It Go says, yeah, he's a former sporting director. Actually, he was the one who scouted Salah, Van Dijk, Mane, etc. All right, first. No clubs after this, Sheik, but we'll probably be on later on tonight still. Because I know AFCON game, Morocco, South Africa, the man in doing on the Twitch people. So you won't get the Arsenal Forest game, but you will get Morocco, South Africa. However, I think Lewis will be doing a live stream, doing a watch along for it. So I'll probably be on there. But yeah, we're going to close out. Big up to everyone for all the super chats, man. So big up to Legendary Villain for the super chats. Big up to Sheik. Big up to Eli, Day and Derbs as well. Koala J, who's also been a member of the channel for 2 months. Salute to you. And of course, Taylor for gifting 5 memberships as well. So we are going to close out. Ivorian, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Obviously, subscribe to Red United TV and subscribe to Sarcasm TV and subscribe to Unleashed Sport and subscribe to Danny's YouTube page as well, you know. That's all I've got to say, man. But of course, follow Red United TV on Instagram as well. Tomorrow is Wednesday for the Thirsty guys. You know what it is, man. I'm going to be posting something for you guys. Hopefully, I find something that you guys like. And I've got, of course, obviously, Ivory Coast are still in it. So you expect one more match from the African Cup of Nations against... It's looking like Mali since they're winning 2-1 against Burkina Faso. And of course, the Manchester United watch along. And by hopefully Thursday, I'll give you some more news, a little short video of edits, man. I do try to upload on a Thursday. And hopefully tonight, I would upload my reaction to Ivory Coast scoring the winning penalty against the Lions, you know, of Senegal. So you'll get something on YouTube today after this.
Love that. Dan, same to you.
Yeah, man, big up everyone. Sarcasm Sete, all day, every day. Big up everyone. Ivorian, Leon, Flawless. As always, man, you can catch me. My @ is there, Dan Silly, man. And stay tuned, guys, because there's going to be plenty of content coming. Because look at Man United's fixtures, bro. You're going to be entertained, bro. I'm saying it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Because I don't see us winning many of these games coming up, to be fair with you.
Real talk.
So be prepared for the meltdowns and all of that jazz. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, big up to everyone. Big up to the chat. Love you all. Big up for the super chats and whatnot. And yeah, man, just keep supporting. Love.
Yeah, man. Big up to all the members as well, man. I see a lot of green usernames in the chat. So salute to everyone supporting. Leon, same to you, man. Let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so at the moment, took a little thing off. Actually, I'm back on YouTube this weekend at Thursday night.
Took a little hiatus.
What have you got?
Bro, if you don't see me, I'm just working, bro. I'm just in the car, shooting. You know what I mean? Yeah, so at Leon's Reality, I do a lot of short form content for businesses, brands, whatever, boxing, local businesses, loads of different things, whatever, yeah. So I'm a bit head all over the place at the moment. But this Thursday, I got a panel show coming up between 8 and 9 o'clock. Any of you, man? Oh, you man, jump on as well if you're welcome. Yeah, we got Sunshine FC from the US, a couple of my brothers from the gym down here, and we're going to talk United in it. So some of them are doing the debuts and that. So I'm going to start doing the weekly called the United panel and that, yeah. And obviously, any donations that we make on the show, yeah. What's he doing? Is he frozen?
Yeah, I think I froze, man. Since we're coming to the end, I froze.
Froze. We can still hear you.
We'll hear you. Any donations that we get, like obviously when we're monetizing that, we'll put it towards like a big case of brown sauce for Ivorian in it. So yeah, man, large Ivorian.
Allow me, bro.
Yeah, but no, large Large up Flawless, large up Danny, and large up Ivorian as well, man. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, man, that's me.
Yeah, man. Love to everyone who's locked in. Big up Rhino as well. He will be back next week. That you're just gonna make it on this week. But big up to Rhino every single time as well. And again, love to all of you. Like I stated, Twitch will be live 10 minutes before kickoff, so 7:50 p.m. UK time for the Morocco South Africa AFCON watch along round of 16. So make sure you get over to the Sarcasm City TV Twitch for that. And then we'll be back here at midnight, people, UK time, for the Manchester United Arsenal show. I know it's Tuesday, but obviously Arsenal travel to Nottingham Forest. So we're all here hoping for a Nottingham Forest win. So TJ, Tony, Claude, Gunnar will be on there. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, depressed after losing to Nottingham Forest. That's what I'm hoping for. But have a look at the upcoming live stream schedule anyway. It lets you know all the shows that are coming up. We might be live on the gaming channel today as well. And since we are monetized over there, we'll be adding more games rather than just EAFC. But for the time being, it'll be EAFC, GTA as well. But love to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up you lot. And don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well. So wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, type in Sarcasm City TV and you'll get audio forms of this show and all the other shows on the channel apart from Watch Along. So Spotify, all you Spotify users, man, just type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us, 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, do the same. Please just 5-star us, leave us a review. Same as well. If you're on SoundCloud, hit us with the follow button on there. Big up to all the audio listeners as well. Rance is live, so we're going to raid him. So just put Sarcasm City Raid in capital letters in the chat. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Managerial podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.